Hersam Acorn newspapers, publishers of the Greenwich Post, New Canaan Advertiser, the Darien Times, the Ridgefield Press, the Weston Forum, the Wilton Bulletin, the Reading Pilot, the Lewisboro Ledger, the Monroe Courier, the Eastern Courier, the Trumbull Times, Fairfield Sun, Shelton Herald, the Stratford Star, the Milford Mirror, and the Valley Gazette.
Hersam Acorn and HANradio.com. The leader in local news, sports, arts, and entertainment in southwestern Connecticut.
From the corner of Corbin Drive and the Post Road, right outside the Toy Box, it's HAN Radio at the 2015 Darien Sidewalk Sales and Family Fun Days. This is your coffee break on HANradio.com.
Good morning, everybody. John Kovach with Kate Japlinski. We'll have a whole host of people here today. This is not your usual coffee break. We're outside. We're here in Darien, as Rob Adams just told you, right at the corner of the Post Road and Corbin Drive. We're right in the shadow of Exit 11, not far from the Merritt Parkway even, if you want to come that way. And it's Darien Sidewalk Sales and Family Fun Days. Kate, just a great morning. We got a beautiful day for it. Blue sky, comfortable temperatures.
Yes, no humidity. It's gorgeous out.
Absolutely wonderful. We're going to have a number of merchants, business owners, shoppers. We're going to be talking to people all day long. Kate, let's not waste any time. We've got a sweet guest to start off with.
We sure do. Meredith Shine of Chocolate Works of Darien. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Now, Meredith, you're a relatively new business in town, right?
We just opened on June 8th.
Wow. So congratulations. That's exciting. Can you tell me a little bit about what you guys do and what you offer?
Okay, Chocolate Works is a franchise, and they are on Long Island, New Jersey, and in New York City, but we are the first here in Connecticut.
Wow.
So what Chocolate Works does is we have chocolate in the store. We have 200 pounds of chocolate in a spinning vat of chocolate. So, and kids can come in and they can pump chocolate into a mold and decorate it with colored chocolate at birthday parties.
Oh, fun.
And we have a machine which we call the I Love Lucy machine, and it's a chocolate machine. And the kids get to put a graham cracker, pretzel, or Oreo in the machine and cover it in chocolate and decorate it. Wow. So we're like an interactive chocolate store where they get to come and feel like a chocolatier for the day. And that's done during the day, during birthday parties. Kids can pop in, kids can enjoy our store, and parents can enjoy our store. We have truffles, we have Belgian chocolate, we have candy, we have a chocolate fountain that you can put a pretzel.
Always need one of those, yeah.
The whole thing sounds awesome. I want to do a remote there.
No, so I know, so much
Every
better
day.
than an average candy shop. You just so interactive. I love that. Where are you guys located?
We are in Goodwife Shopping Center. We are at 25 Old Kings Highway North, and we are next to Wineport and Stop and Shop.
Okay, great.
So how long has the chain been around?
The interesting part of that is it started 40 years ago in New York City, Fifth Avenue Chocolatier, and the owner of the actual first location is still there. His son decided to franchise about 3.5 years ago, so it's still a new franchise.
Wow. So it's like a little piece right here in Connecticut now, which is very
Everybody
cool.
compares our store to like a New York City feel.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
very cool. And the kids just have to really get into it, to get in there, be able to make candy. That's awesome.
They are creating their own chocolate.
Yeah.
They are designing it, decorating it. They're like chocolate artists.
And it really is like a family destination, too. It's nice to have things you can do, especially this time of year in the summer with your kids and family, come in there and have like a great experience.
And we do ladies' nights. We do
Ooh.
where, speaking of family, you can I have someone bringing their whole family for graduation. It's not just a kids' party. Like you can make chocolate with a mommy and me group also. Like
So you can book parties there, like a kid's birthday party or whatever the occasion might be.
Ladies' night, I like that idea, too.
Yeah. I know where Kate's going to be there.
we do kids' parties. We do ladies' nights. Or kids, like I sent a lot of kids there yesterday when I was working. The store got packed with like 15 or 20 kids come in to just be chocolatiers. Like they can just come in and experience it.
So today, if you're out shopping, the kids might get a little antsy. You can promise them a visit over to Chocolate Works of Darien and take them in and make candy.
Yep, they can make chocolate. They can get chocolate, eat chocolate. experience the whole thing.
Walk-ins are welcome. You don't need an appointment.
Walk-ins are welcome. They're ready for them. I got extra staff today just because they're out here.
I have to ask, do you employ Oompa Loompas?
It's a secret. She can't tell. Maybe behind the
that's-
scenes.
that's- a
I
good
will
point.
tell you, we send out a golden ticket for our grand opening now.
That's a
Ooh.
great. Oh, that's
great
awesome.
idea.
So
That's a great idea.
And so if people aren't in Darien today, where can they get more information on you guys?
we have a website that we are located, which I probably have to read from, but it's www.chocolateworks.com/Darien, or we're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Oh, perfect. All right. We love it. I
What
got to
a
plan a ladies' night
fun
there.
idea. What a fun
Future
idea.
remote locations. All right. Well, Meredith Shine, Chocolate Works of Darien, thanks so much for coming on and talking with us today.
Thank you. Have a great day, guys.
right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Enjoy the
you.
sidewalk sales.
Meredith
Thank you.
Shine of Chocolate Works of Darien getting us started. I'm hungry now, Kate. We're going to be here all day, as we said. Darien Sidewalk Sales and Family Fun Days. We are live from the corner of the Post Road and Corbin Drive, across from the Darien Theater. Right in front of the Toy Box. They've been fantastic to work with. All day we're going to be talking with business leaders, business people, merchants, the people that make Darien work, and so many of them are small Darien-based companies that you guys can help support. 74 and partly cloudy on a beautiful day here in downtown Darien. Tonight clear, dropping only to 66. Saturday sunny, 83. That's day 2 of the sidewalk sales, if I'm not mistaken. Correct? Thank you. Day 3, I apologize. Day 3. Kate, we have another guest here.
Yes, we do. John John De Crescenzo of Arch Golf Apparel.
Yes, we make men's golf apparel. All of it's made here in the United States. Everything from the stitching to the fabric, all made here.
Great. Well, we're happy to have you on HAN Radio today.
Yeah, great to be here.
How long have you guys been in business?
We just launched this past spring.
Oh, wow. So another new business. That's so exciting.
Yes.
I know John's probably wanting to check you guys out.
I'm checking out the shirt he's wearing
It's
right
pretty nice.
now,
Thank
and
you.
I'm thinking, and I'm trying to find the address. You know, where are
We're online, archlifestyle.com. We're in a
Awesome.
few places locally. We're in Rolling Hills, Aspetuck Country Clubs.
Okay.
Great.
And mostly online, though.
Now, are you a golfer? Is that how you got
yeah,
into
we
this?
are. My partner was on track to become a PGA pro, and then we kind of figured we wanted to do something in clothing. We saw kind of a niche market. Everything kind of looked the same. A lot of stripes, a lot of solid colors. We thought we could combine kind of a novelty collar with a pocket, and people would like that, and we've been getting great feedback so far.
All right, you mentioned pockets.
hmm
So, do they all have pockets?
Right now they do. We have a few styles coming up where we want to explore what will happen without the pocket. We have some more ideas in terms of solids and different fabrics we want to play around with, but right now all pockets.
Absolutely true story. My father believes it should be illegal to make a shirt without a front pocket because so many people wear glasses or need. Swear to God, he has said that. He goes, it should be illegal. So I'll have to turn him on to your stuff.
Yeah,
He's going to love it.
absolutely.
And there are so few men's shirts with the front pocket, particularly in golf, and a lot of golf, like you said, the big brands kind of copycat. They're doing, red with black stripes fading to gray. I'm going to do.
Exactly. We wanted to just kind of provide a different color spectrum and something that I think the demographic of golf is shifting a little bit towards younger with all these big players hitting the ball further than everybody else. So we want to provide something for those players.
Now, an event like the Darien Sidewalk Sales, is that good visibility for you guys? Is it,
Yeah, it's been great so far. We've met a lot of good people walking by on the street. Not everybody's been trying to give us some sort of feedback, and we're listening to everybody, and it's been great so far.
That's great.
The shirt. Now, what are the colors that you're wearing today? It's kind of a green. I don't know
It's
what you would term that.
we would call it a seafoam green.
Okay.
And it's got a blue collar with kind of a wave texture.
It's a
or a
great
wave
shirt.
pattern, yeah.
It's a great
Keeping the
Thank
whole
you.
sea theme along.
Exactly.
I like
and
that.
then we do a polyester blend, so it's got wicking, antimicrobial,
Nice.
all that stuff, UV block.
Now, are you making more than golf shirts? Are you making
Right now, it's just golf shirts. We're planning on expanding into a more full line for next spring.
Oh, great. That's exciting.
Mhm.
So a
Very
lot of growth for you guys
Yes.
recently.
Mhm.
Yeah. And would you say Darien's a big part of that, an important part of
Yeah,
your
we had a
base?
trunk show at Darien Sports Shop about a month ago, and again, great feedback and definitely a solid base here in Darien.
Yeah. So what's it like to kind of, start a new business and get going, in this economy and really just create something new?
It's definitely difficult. It's a learning experience every day. You definitely have to want to create something that people enjoy, and It's been fun, but definitely challenging.
Yeah, but wouldn't you say people are kind of breaking away more from like you said, some of those big brands, and they want something different and special?
Absolutely, and it's all about niche for us, and we're definitely looking to define our demographic right now. But as more people are looking for something that's made with a little bit more integrity and something made here in the United States, it's definitely going well.
Now, you're online, you said. Are you physically set up here today?
We are. We have a tent just in front of Olivet.
Oh, great.
Okay.
So if people want to check you out, awesome.
And so what's the, John, what's the website again where people can find out more?
Archlifestyle.com.
All right, great. John, thank you so much
Yeah,
for
thank you
joining
for
us.
having me.
Loved having you.
I'll be down as soon as
Yeah.
our shift is over to check
All right,
these out.
stop by.
Great looking
Yeah,
stuff. Presenzo of Arch Lifestyle joining
Golf
us here.
apparel, yeah.
Guys, coffee break, but it's going to be a day-long coffee break. It's Darien Sidewalk Sales and Family Fun Day, live from the corner of the Post Road and Corbin Drive here in Darien. 74 and partly cloudy right now in Darien. We're just off exit 11. You get off exit 11, the sales start in the shadow of I-95. You've got sales where we are across from the theater right in front of the Darien Toy Box. They continue all the way down the Post Road, which you're looking at now, into the Good Wives Shopping Center. There's a lot here to do. Tonight, 66 and clear. Tomorrow, sunny. 83 degrees. I apologize. Kate, we have a new guest.
We sure do. Nate Checketts of Roan Apparel. And Nate, you're actually based in New Canaan, right?
We are, yeah, local right here. I grew up in New Canaan, and I live in Darien now, so we are as local as it gets.
Right. Tell us a little bit about the apparel.
So we wanted to build a men's activewear brand, stuff that guys could work out in and wear around the house and kind of while they're traveling, that didn't have any odor or bacteria. Most activewear clothing is treated with chemical-based sprays, and those wash out over 10 to 15 washes. So we use a silver encapsulated fiber that permanently fights odor and bacteria, and very high-end clothing, but it's worth it because you can wear our stuff forever.
Wow. So, I mean, you're a local guy. How did you get into this business?
It really started, I used to work at the NFL, and I started wearing a lot of the gear that I was given and handed, and my beautiful wife were the proud parents of 2 children and another one due in about 3 weeks.
Congratulations.
So,
wow.
yeah. So she would say to me, you know, your workout gear smells awful. And I don't consider myself to be a smelly person, so I was
That's what they all say.
I was very offended by it.
None of us do.
I started doing some research, and I found that NASA and the Special Forces, they use these silver fibers to fight odor, and nobody was really doing it at scale for men. So we decided to start a business.
I mean, really, the science of clothing and odor control has taken off, really, say, in the past 5 to 10 years with all these studies in the antimicrobial. Now, this is the first I've ever heard of the silver encapsulated fibers.
Yeah, well, silver's been used as an antimicrobial agent for thousands of years. But what makes our stuff special is we've worked with a group out of Pennsylvania that spins it, melts down the silver, extrudes it into a yarn, and then merges it with fabric.
Oh, wow.
And so the process takes a long time. Our fabrics have long lead times, but once you get it, the product is the best there is. We just got rated the absolute best odor fighting shirt in the market by GQ.
Wow.
And the business has grown. We've only been around 18 months, but now we're in 20 Bloomingdale's and almost 30 Equinox, and just got picked up by Nordstrom as well.
Wow. So you've already made quite a mark in 18 months. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Wow. And so why is it important for you to be at an event like this, like the Darien Sidewalk Sales?
Well, I have been so impressed by the local support that we've received. Everything from people giving us encouragement to business ideas and tips and relationships. And I love the area. I was born here. I grew up here. I love Fairfield County. So for me, it's just about being home and interacting with people I love.
What is the style you're trying to capture here with Roan Apparel? It looks like it's kind of an outdoors.
Yeah, it's really what we call transitional wear. It's the idea that you can go to the gym and not have a massive logo on your chest or look like you're trying too hard. Our colors are very masculine, deep, rich. We use nature for our color palette, and the idea is that you can go to the gym but then go out with friends and still feel as comfortable.
Oh,
Yeah. And
that's
is
great.
the stitch on your shoulder, is that kind of part of your design?
Yeah, we call it a
little
captain
signature?
stitch, and you'll find it in various places. But it's the idea that we need to be better leaders, better fathers, better better husbands, better in the community. So it's all about inspiring men to be better.
So there's a message behind it, which is very cool.
I love that.
In fact, all of our pieces are named after inspirational male icons like Winston Churchill and Theodore Roosevelt and John Muir, and so we use them for inspiration.
So what are you wearing?
This is a particle shirt. It's named after Albert Einstein, and these are torrent pants named after Ernest Hemingway.
Wow, I love that so much thought went into it.
Yeah,
Seriously.
we certainly try.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So if people aren't here today, where can they find out more about Roan Apparel?
You can get it on the website, www.roanapparel.com. And I see Susan hinting to me. We also put quotes in by all of the folks in the hemlines.
Tell us what that quote says.
So this says, "Imagination is more important than knowledge."
Wow.
Famous Einstein quote. So the idea is that when men read it, they're going to be inspired to be better. They'll remember who the clothing is named after, and they'll try and remember who they're trying to be themselves.
The attention to detail sets a person, a product, an organization, an operation apart. That's very cool. That's attention to detail.
Functional and thoughtful. I like
you.
it. Yeah. All right. Well, Nate Checketts of Roan Apparel, thanks so much for talking to us.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Best of luck in the future.
All right, 74 and partly cloudy. We are live at the Darien Sidewalk Sales and Family Fun Days. We're going to step out, take a break, come back, and interview some more of the people that make Darien on your coffee break on HANradio.com, streaming live on the Hersam Acorn Network.
Your child has fallen and broken his arm. You need to see an orthopedist fast. Think Coastal Ortho Express in Norwalk. Don't wait hours in the ER. Save a trip and money by going straight to an orthopedic specialist at Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care in Norwalk. No appointment necessary. Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care, 203-845-2070. Open Monday through Saturday in the iPark building at 761 Main Avenue in Norwalk, or call 203-845-2070. Fast.
A variety of food trucks, hands-on activities, live music, a different theme every night, plus top women's tennis. It's the 2015 Connecticut Open presented by United Technologies. Be there as some of the world's best competed at the largest pro tennis event in New England. And catch famous players John McEnroe, James Blake, and more in the men's Legends event presented by PowerShares Series. It all adds up to one legendary week, August 21st through the 29th, at the Connecticut Tennis Center in New Haven. Get your tickets at ctopen.org.
The long winter is finally astern. Bait is invading the harbors, coves, and inlets. Stripers, fluke, and porgies are on the move. In the streams and lakes, trout, smallmouth, largemouth, and walleye have moved out of hibernation. At the dock shop, it's all systems go. And now in 2 locations, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, and their newest location at 609 Riverside Avenue in Westport. Bait, tackle, apparel, and of course, all the marine and nautical accessories that they're known for are ready for you at the dock shop. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport. Visit us at dockshop.com.
Healthy, confident smiles begin at Stratford Orthodontics. Conveniently located on Main Street, we are Stratford's hometown orthodontist. We offer the latest in orthodontic technology, including Damon braces and Invisalign. We always accept new patients. Call today to schedule a complimentary consultation. 203-375-8332. Stratford Orthodontics, 2499 Main Street, Stratford. 203-375-8332. And online at stratfordsmile.com.
Alliance. We are an industry leader in coordinating transportation for large events such as corporate roadshows, conferences, and special events. Our team of experts understands the dynamics and logistics of high-pressure situations and complex arrangements, all within a rapidly changing environment. Since 1999, we have added charter jets, event management, and personal protection to our range of services. Mention this ad for $25 off your next round-trip reservation. Alliance and you. Together, we can achieve the extraordinary. 855-546-6996 or alliancelimo.com.
Hersam Acorn and HANradio.com.
It's 11:18, and this is your special coffee break live from the Darien Sidewalk Sales and Family Fun Days. John, we've already interviewed a few business people and their new businesses, which is so exciting to see.
That is the best part of it, is that they're new businesses, that we're seeing commerce come back. We're seeing people being entrepreneurs, starting new businesses. As somebody who's got her finger on the pulse of that, joining us, Susan Cater, Executive Director of the Darien Chamber of Commerce. Thanks for stopping by.
My pleasure.
In the middle of the Darien Sidewalk Sales and Family Fun Days. You couldn't have asked for better weather than you have right now.
It is a glorious day. There's a nice breeze, the sun's shining, the rain's moved out. You couldn't have a better day than today for Sidewalk Sales and Family Fun.
Yeah, and I know it's getting busy already. And I know this is a big event for Darien, but would you say a lot of people, this has become somewhat of a destination as well?
Oh, I think so, yeah. We've been doing it this weekend, traditionally the weekend after 4th of July for years. It's a 3-day event. You sort of get a different group every day that comes to Sidewalk Sales. And they are, they look for their favorite spots to shop or their favorite activities.
Mm-hmm. And what would you say just about the Darien environment, the business environment down here?
I think it's thriving. And it is on the cusp of really, I don't want to use the word exploding, but it is definitely thriving and about to just multiply, I guess, in different ways, shapes, and forms. In terms of our retailers, our restaurants, our businesses, it's really exciting.
Now, geographically, Darien is perfect for an event such as the Sidewalk Sale Days, because really you have exit 11, you get off right here, as I've said a couple of times on the air, and you're right at the start of the sidewalk sales, and you've got the length of the post road, really, to shop here. A beautiful downtown, Good Wives just off the beaten path a little bit. How much does that help the retailers, not only on Sidewalk Sales Day, but all year long, to have this downtown and have it be as vibrant as it is right now?
Well, it's extremely convenient. People can come right off the highway or major roads and stop in and shop and then go about their way. I think what works so well for Darien and our sidewalk sales is, we have this kind of parking here that in some ways is not that easy to deal with, but it's great for sidewalk sales because we can just take over this parking. People can park other places in town. They can stroll, they can shop. We have plenty of tents. The merchants can come outside. Other merchants can come over here. They can go down to the post road. We have attractions. We've got food. We've got, a photo booth coming on Saturday. We've got a live band playing on Friday and Saturday. We have a truck going by.
That's part of the charm.
Yeah, and then they go and they leave. So and we've got our beautiful hanging flower baskets. I mean, what you really can't ask for more.
You can't. I mean, I was going to say, what are some of the other highlights just of this event?
Well, today we have an awful lot going on. You might just see Amazing Andy walking around town on his stilts.
We love Amazing Andy on his stilts.
We've got the mobile wellness unit here from Stanford Hospital was here yesterday. It's over at Palmer's parking lot. Over on Tokenique Road, the Baskin & Robbins truck is over there selling ice cream. Gopher ice cream right down the way is going to have a band in front from 12 to 2. It's Nick Troutman's Trio. Tomorrow there's a band playing over at Grove Street. Gopher, Jay, another locally owned business, Jay Ragusa, has come up with a special Gopher flavor for sidewalk sales, green slime.
Oh.
So you can, on your break, go in there and get refreshed with a little green slime.
And I'm glad you mentioned those other sites, because we've focused so far, and we're still young in the day, still early, on downtown Darien, but yet you've got all those shops in Norotan Heights. You've got Tokenique Road, that great stretch there. You've got Good Wives. All of these areas are participating in sidewalk sale.
They are, and you know what's so fun? It's so community-oriented. On Saturday, our fire station is going to have a hot dog roast. How fun is that?
Oh, I love that.
And the police department is bringing up, Officer Isaac is bringing up a special police rally Harley-Davidson motorcycle. They're putting a fire truck out. We're going to have a post 53 ambulance on Saturday for kids to climb in and out. and they're going to teach hands-only CPR and
great.
blood pressure screening. So, the kids can have fun. The parents can learn some skills for CPR. The older residents can check their blood pressure. We've got a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it's a community event and shopping local. That's what it's all about, too.
Yeah, and you can get people are giving away free balloons up at Kahlua Provence. They're giving away free balloons. There's popcorn for $1, and it's really delicious popcorn. It's really fun.
That's great.
It's a tremendous community event. It ties together, as we said, Norotan Heights, downtown Darien, Tokenique Road, Good Wives area, all coming together for the Darien Sidewalk Sales and Family Fun Days. What are the hours today and tomorrow, Susan?
It's pretty much 10 to 5.
Great.
Terrific.
Susan, thanks so much. We're going to be here all day. We'll be seeing you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much. 74 and partly cloudy right now as we come to you live from the corner of Post Road and Corbin Drive in Darien. Beautiful day. Going to stay that way all day long. Tonight, clear, 66 for the low. Saturday, sunny and 83.
Perfect summer weekend.
It is a perfect day for sidewalk sales. Susan couldn't have designed a better day. And it's just a lot of fun. And these tables that we can see, you can't see them on camera, are absolutely mobbed right now with people. Not in a bad sense, not in the sense that you can't get close to them, but it's great to see the amount of shoppers who are buying things right now, right in front of us here on the Post Road in downtown Darien, where we're Kate, we have a new.
We sure morning since
at Town Hall. All right.
Anytime we can work a Rankin Bass reference in.
Now, Bill, how long have you been in town?
7 years and a couple months.
Wow.
It was just meant to be.
Is there a more fun business than the one you're in?
No, there is definitely not a funner business. It's really, really great. I mean, you get to know all your customers. You sell them what they want. It's really cool.
And you guys have a table set up right next door to us today,
We
right?
have a couple of tables there, and there's quite a bit of products and puzzles and some games and outdoor stuff and fireman hats. I'm looking at that over there.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
I want to grab myself one of those.
Fireman hats?
Yes.
What are some of the big toys this summer?
Well, the biggest one continues to be Lego. There's that piece of advertising for them, but they are definitely a huge comeback company. They've everybody likes them. They've got all these movies involved.
Yeah, the movie was big.
The movies has been really, really big. I mean, this coming movie about some superhero that shrinks Ant-Man, there's already a Lego set for that. It's unbelievable.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Well, those are great because the kids can use their imagination on those. You have guidance, but you don't have directions.
And there's math involved.
Yes.
So a lot of these games, I mean, how do you get the kids to move away from the video or the handheld tablets and do something else? And the best thing you can hear a kid say is, "Mommy, I'm bored." And here, go find something to do. Use your imagination. Be creative. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And Bill, what sets you guys apart from maybe a larger toy store?
Well, a lot of the larger toy stores or the boxes, they would not have this type of toy. There's a lot of European toys in here that you're not going to find. A few of them you will not even find sold online. So the Europeans have a little bit of a different approach to a toy that it should last a lot longer and kind of get the kid involved into doing something else.
One of the things I noticed looking at your table, too, there's a lot of science-based toys. You have the DIY solar system I saw, some of the other Lego construction kits, some of the other construction kits. It's a lot of imagination and thought that
there's a
goes
lot
into
for
it.
boys and girls. You could make a calculator or make a robot on wheels that moves just by adding sea salt or table salt to fresh water. And boys and girls, forget about the color. They both like to be creative and make things that move. Make a marble run, or make an electronic set, or make a lizard that walks up and runs away from you, that type of thing. So it's pretty interesting.
And so why is an event like this important for you guys?
It just gets a lot of exposure to locals. I mean, look at down the street. I'm going to say that 90% of the shops here are owned by people who live in Rowayton or Darien, and it really kind of promotes everybody who is in town and lives in town, and we get to know a lot of these kids. I mean, I see them at the library or at the beach or at different events.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of fun.
And you're right here in the heart of downtown, so you've got to see everybody coming by.
I see a lot of people coming by 6 days a week. That's right.
This has to be a great week for you, too, because I'm sure that you come with Mommy to sidewalk sales and you'll get something. I remember those days. Got to get something.
We'll go inside and have your face painted with a dragon or a shark eating your face. It's Shark Week, right?
Oh, I like that idea.
That is true. It is Shark Week.
All right, Bill Jensen of the Darien Toy Box. You might get sick of us today.
I will not. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks so much, Bill.
Beautiful, beautiful day here in downtown Darien as we bring you an all-day coffee break live from the Darien Sidewalk Sales and Family Fun Days. 74, partly cloudy. 66 the low tonight, clear, sunny tomorrow, 83. Tomorrow, you've got 2 fantastic days to come to downtown Darien and meet with these merchants and shop. Everybody's out on the street. It's a street fair type atmosphere here. A lot of people coming by, people of all ages. Kate, we've got a new guest.
Yes, we do. Marnie Lane of Joyride, which is a spinning studio, right?
Yeah,
cycling?
Indoor cycling. And we're a fitness boutique dedicated to indoor cycling and cross training. So we have excellent Pilates classes as well as circuit classes and BOSU and TRX. Everything that we can do to complement your workouts and get full body workouts in addition to indoor cycling.
Great.
So
And where are you guys located?
we're in the Good Wife Shopping Center and 25 Old Kings Highway. And we're all the way to the left around the corner. And we're in a beautiful studio, 2,500 square feet, and a beautiful indoor cycling studio, as well as another space where we do Pilates and the circuit training.
Wow. And what would you say sets you guys apart from maybe some other fitness centers?
We have the best instructors in the area. They are high energy, they are enthusiastic, and they are especially trained in the Joyride method, which is very much focused on core principles of Pilates. And they are the best of the best, and they are so much fun, incredibly motivating, and incredibly inspiring group of people. Yeah. So taking a class with them doesn't feel like work. We really take the working out of the work. Blast. It's the most efficient and effective burning, torching calories in a 50-minute class.
I have to say, I've never gone to Joyride, and I've heard great things about
you.
You
have
guys.
to come in. You have to come in.
I mean, even the name Joyride just kind of screams that
Happy.
It's going to be a blast.
We're
and
so
probably
inviting.
a good workout.
Absolutely,
very good
please.
workout.
And it's such a fun class. It's very much endorphin surged. So some people say if they love running, they say, well, I want to get that runner's high. Do you get that in indoor cycling? And I tell you, it is the best endorphin surge after 50 minutes.
Oh,
you
yeah.
walk out of
I've
there
done
feeling awesome.
I've done it and really enjoy it. What's the membership structure like for Joyride?
You can pay as you go. So you can pay for one class at a time, or for discounted classes, you can buy a 5-pack or 10-pack, 20-pack, 50-pack, or you can do an unlimited package for the month. But you don't have to be a member, per se. You can just sort of come as you go. And your class packs can be used for any classes, so indoor cycling or Pilates or circuit. We actually did just win Best of the Gold Coast for Pilates and spinning from Motley magazines. And so that was great. We were so thrilled because people know us as indoor cycling only, and we really want to be able to spread the word that we have awesome other classes as well. It's really important to cross-train, too.
Wow. And how many years have you been in business here in Darien?
We've been here for 2 years, but Joyride launched in Westport about 4 years ago, and since then we've really we've opened, I think, 5 more studios. We have one in Darien, one in Ridgefield, San Antonio. Like this, not just years for raising money.
I heard of fundraising rides. Raise money for. I mean, that's incredible.
We're really committed to that, so it's really important. And also, if somebody hasn't tried it yet, It is, don't be intimidated. Your first class is free, so there's no commitment financially. So your first class is free. Come on in, try it, and it's really a great workout for all ages, all fitness levels. We have teen-centered classes as well, just for teens, and that's at a discounted price. And then we have early morning classes and evening classes. Oh, but also we really appeal to all fitness levels and all age groups. We have 13-year-olds who spin, and we have 80.
Wow.
100 classes first, 80 years old. Sure. And also we're running just it's 3 for 30 for new, 3 classes for $30 for new customers.
Great.
So check us out. We're at a booth across from Kennedy's, and we also have a prize wheel that you can spin to win more classes, and then we have about 50% off some Joy gear, some clothes. So check it out.
That. All right.
That is great.
Thank you so much.
Lane
You have to
of
come.
Joyride. I will come.
You promise?
All right. Yes, I
okay.
promise.
All right, good.
All right. Thanks so
Thank
much,
you.
Marnie. Love having you on.
Bye.
Beautiful day here in Darien. We're going to step out, come back. We're out under the sun. Darien Sidewalk Sales and Family Fun Days. We're going to be here all day on HANradio.com, streaming live on the Hersam Acorn Network.
Located in the heart of picturesque downtown Ridgefield at 13 Governor Street, Colby's is the area's premier retailer for blinds, shades, shutters, and draperies, and is one of the select few expert also carries an extensive line of decorative fabrics including Schumacher, Durley, Tebow, and more. Or browse over 400 books in our wallpaper library from famous designers such as Stroheim, Schumacher, Ralph Lauren, Tebow, and York. Take advantage of our Fashion in Motion savings event with savings and rebates on Hunter Douglas shades with Power Rise technology. Colby's of Ridgefield. We are committed to your complete satisfaction. 203-438-8531. You're listening to Hersam Acorn Radio.
Coming up on 11:36 here on your coffee break, which we're stretching now. You know, we'll take Josh Fisher's idea, mail it in Fridays for everybody, and we'll go to the Darien Sidewalk Sales and Family Fun Days, where we're under a beautiful blue sky, just a few fluffy clouds, gentle breeze, getting up to 84 today. They're calling it partly cloudy. I'm saying they're wrong. It's mostly sunny. Tomorrow, mostly sunny. High of 86. Kate, it's been a great day so far.
It does feel like mailing it in. It's that easy and beautiful out here.
It really is. We've got another guest joining us.
Yes, Karen Kelly of First County Bank. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Great to be here.
So tell us about your involvement with the Darien Sidewalk Sales.
Well, First County Bank is a mutual community bank headquartered in Stamford, and we've been the presenting sponsor of the Darien Sidewalk Sales, I think, since I've been here 7 years, so I think it's been since that time and probably prior to that. We have a branch right down on the main drag here, so we're very involved and proud to be a sponsor.
And why does First County Bank want to be involved in these kind of community events?
Well, we're a community bank, and we are involved in our community. We really live that. It's part of our business model. It's part of our core to engage with the community. Staff out there, the people going by, and it's just part of our culture at First County, and we and our employees love doing it.
The local community banks have come really back into vogue in the past few years. These events such as sidewalk sales give you a lot of chance for FaceTime. Do you pick up a lot of new customers?
You know, we do. We want to be likable. We want people to want to come in. We want to be a trusted advisor to our clients. So that likability and face-to-face factor is very important in that. It's hard to measure whether we get new business. It's hard to really measure the ROI there, but we feel that if you come in, have a great experience, when you're ready, you'll come back to First County for whatever your banking needs are.
It's that first impression and that contact with the community.
And do you hear from clients that maybe leave like mega banks and come to you guys? And what reasons do they give you for that?
Well, we're local, and I think one of our advantages is that decision makers are local, right in Fairfield County. We know the market. The big banks can't deliver that type of service, and you have to call an 800 number or you have to call someone in a different state. So that really is a differentiating factor for us, and I think folks that come in appreciate that one-on-one personalized service.
Yeah. And do you guys have a table set up today?
We do. We have a table set up in front of our branch at 1006 Post Road, and we've got face painting and all kinds of giveaways, so we encourage everyone to come in, stop by, and say hello.
That Post Road location has to be great. You're right in the heart of the downtown.
It is a terrific location. We renovated that office about 3 years ago, and it is just beautiful. And we have our branch manager, Mike Victor, very involved in the community, and it's a great location for us.
Great.
Karen Kelly, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. My pleasure.
74, and they're calling it partly cloudy. I'm going to say mostly sunny just to be different as we're here in downtown Darien. One thing we do want to mention, and we're going to get to some of the headlines on this coffee break, but downtown Darien lost one of its cornerstones the other day when Stephen F. Zangrillo, who's the founder of the Darien Sport Shop, which we can see from here. It's been here forever. It's a great, great store. Well, Stephen F. Zangrillo died July 8th. He was 91 years old. No calling hours. A funeral mass will be held at the Church of St. John. That is on the Post Road here in Darien on Monday at 11 a.m. Our hearts go out to the Zangrillo family and those who worked with Steve at the sports shop, everybody at the sports shop. And it's a loss for Darien because he did so much for so many years. Kate, we have another guest joining us.
We do. Diane Brown of Brown & Company. Diane, welcome. Can you tell us a little bit about the business?
Our store is, we have a cafe, and we serve homemade soups and a variety of sandwiches and salads. We're all organic. We've got organic coffee. And in the front of the store, we are a gift store and a home accessory store.
Wow, so you have a little bit of everything.
We got a little bit of everything. I also have a catering company. That's what I started off doing. So.
Wow. How long have you been in business here in Darien?
I've been in business for a little over 25 years, so
That's
a long
incredible.
time. I've Brown & Company is new. We've been here for a little more than a year. So this is our first sidewalk sale.
Wow. And what would you say sets you apart from maybe other cafes or businesses like you?
I like to think of our store as being a community center. People come and they shop and they eat and they come for entertaining needs. So you can do a little bit of everything. People meet there and hang out. Our regular customers have all become friends, which is kind of sweet.
That is nice.
Yeah.
Wow. And so why do you love an event like the Darien Sidewalk Sales?
This is an amazing turnout. It's a great opportunity for, I think, all of the merchants to move inventory and get things, together for the fall and getting new people in town that might not have been here before.
Right.
That's such a unique combination. It has to draw all sorts of people. You probably get people looking for something to eat who stop in and end up buying.
That's the
and
whole
people
idea,
who go
yeah.
looking for home items and end up staying for lunch.
Or take dinner home. Yeah, it really works.
That is a terrific combination.
And what would you say is really unique about this community? Why did you want to have Brown & Company here?
Darien's been very good to me in the catering aspect. They're very loyal in this town, I think more so than some of the towns around us. People will shop here first, and you need to have that kind of mentality to make a community like this work. Small businesses really struggle, and if your townspeople don't come out and spend their money, it won't work. So
right.
I think that Darien is a really good, kind community.
Yeah. Well, Diane, where can people find your store?
We're at 865 Post Road. We're on the older section of town, and we're right near Post Corner Pizza. I think that's kind of a landmark spot on our street.
By the firehouse.
Yeah, right across the street from the firehouse. Yeah.
Great location. It just sounds like it's such a great idea to combine all those things into one stop.
Thank you. Yeah, we're really happy that we have a happy little tribe working for me, so I'm very,
cool.
very lucky.
I love
Very
that.
cool.
All right, Diane Brown of Brown & Company, thanks so much for talking with us.
Thank you.
Enjoy the weekend.
It's another headline to update here, and this started to get a lot more play yesterday. The 14-year-old Weston boy who was bitten by a copperhead in Devil's Den on July 6th has been released from the hospital. The boy spent 2 nights at Yale New Haven, where he was kept for observation and treated with anti-venom for the snake bite. Was released July 8th, according to the Weston Volunteer Fire Department. They say the boy's hand and arm swelled considerably all the way past his elbow once he was bit. Copperheads are venomous, not lethal, but they can cause injury, and this has put a lot of attention on that. He reached for a copperhead in Devil's Den.
Yeah,
which,
I'm sure that was a scary situation.
Oh, I cannot imagine. We have another guest here.
We do. We have another guest here live from the Darien Sidewalk Sales and Family Fun Days, Ed Bloom of Next Step Living, which is a home energy solutions company. Ed, welcome.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about the business.
Well, we are partnered with NRG, and we help homeowners put solar panels on their roof if they wish to, and we help with windows replacements to help keep the summer heat out and the winter heat in.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. That's really taken off, the solar panels on roofs.
Yes.
Have you seen that?
We have, and we decided to do a leasing program to get more people into the marketplace.
That's a great idea, because the purchase can seem a little daunting, but I would imagine a lease a little more doable for most people.
Most people, yes.
Yeah, and sorry, even if you're not doing the solar panels, there's still other smaller things you can do that I'm sure you guys offer that can just make them more energy efficient, right?
Yeah, we also do the home energy solutions visits, which is funded by Energize CT. And that's a $99 copay for over $1,000 worth of work. It's an amazing process.
That's great stuff.
And so you're based in New Haven, but is this area important for you guys and important for business?
It's all important. We cover the whole state.
Wow. Wow. And so what do you think so far of the Darien Sidewalk
Oh,
sales?
it's fantastic. lots of good things going on here.
Do you guys have a table set up?
We do. We're right over here.
Oh, right next door to us.
And you guys set up a lot of these outdoor events, the sidewalk sales, the arts festivals, the oyster festivals, what have you. You get a lot of traffic that way?
Yes, we are. We don't spend a lot of money blasting people with emails or phone calls or things like that. We're a green company, and each of us make we all go out and meet the public so that they can see who we are.
Very cool. And they're right here by us at the corner of the Post Road and Corbin Drive here in Darien.
And how can people find more information out about you guys?
Well, they can go to our website, www.nextstepliving.com.
All right, great. I love it. All right, Ed Bloom, thank you so much
for
joining us.
Thanks, Ed. Joining us in downtown Darien as well, an old friend of ours, Storm from the Bridgeport Sound Tigers is here, being greeted by his fans. Never too early to start thinking about hockey season, right, Rob Adams? Rob Dodsley, I get the thumbs up from Rob. What a great morning we've had so far.
Yes.
We've had a number of great guests come through. We've talked about a lot of attention being paid here to the sidewalk sales. We are right at the corner, as I said, of the Post Road and Corbin Drive. So we're right across from the Darien Theater, by Kennedy's, Panera's here, right by the Sugar Bowl, which is a legendary Darien eatery.
Yes. Yeah, John, and just getting back to a little news this morning, interspersing it in with our Mail It In Friday on the Darien Sidewalk Sales. In New Canaan, last night around yesterday afternoon, July 9th, police and EMTs responded to reports of an unidentified 57-year-old female biker from Stamford who lost control while riding on Ponus Ridge Road. The fall rendered her unconscious and caused injuries, some of which were facial lacerations. The cyclist regained consciousness shortly afterwards and was transported to Norwalk Hospital by members of the New Canaan Volunteer Ambulance Corps. According to a press release from the New Canaan Police Department, a witness at the scene stated the bicyclist was traveling north on Ponus Ridge Road by the intersection with Greenlee Road downhill when he observed her lose control of the bicycle and was ejected. Her condition is stable. Members of the New Canaan Fire Department were also on the scene in order to sanitize the road after the accident. Police Lieutenant Carol Ogrins was at the site where she speculated that the conditions of the road could have led the biker to losing control. There were divots in the road. Ogrins said that there were no cars involved in the crash and that the victim was wearing a helmet, thankfully, John.
Yeah, that's scary. It's a tough road to ride on. One of the hillier sections of Darien, or of New Canaan, I'm sorry. Little good news here out of Darien. The Darien YMCA gymnastics team first place in the national championship meet in Wichita, Kansas in late June. Senior gymnasts included Darien High's Sam Gunn, a senior with the class of 2015, who helped lead the Darien Blue Wave to the FCAC gymnastics title last winter, and rising junior Sam Aparicio, the all-around champion. Beautiful day here, mid-70s, sunny, gentle breeze, and just a absolutely perfect day to come down to Darien, start at one end of the post road, and just walk your way down. Lots of specials, lots of people to meet, like Ed Bloom, who we just had, Storm from the Sound Tigers. You're seeing a lot of kids out with families, just having a great time. It's really a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. All right, John, well, we're going to take a little break and come back with way more from the Darien Sidewalk Sales and Family Fun Days after this.
Characters, specializing in children's birthday parties with your child's favorite characters. When you want to party hardy, when you need to celebrate, call us, we won't be late. We help create lasting memories for you and your child on their special day. Call us at 203-590-1791 or visit our website at lotsofcharacters.org for more information and to see our party packages. Lots of Characters, 203-590-1791 or online at lotsofcharacters.org.
Located in the heart of picturesque downtown Ridgefield at 13 Governor Street, Colby's is the area's premier retailer for blinds, shades, shutters, and draperies, and is one of the select few Hunter Douglas Gallery dealers. A family-owned and operated company, Colby's experienced staff will work with you in choosing the best treatments for your home or office and offer free measuring and expert installation. Colby's also carries an extensive line of decorative fabrics including Schumacher, Durley, Tebow, and more. Or browse over 400 books in our wallpaper library from famous designers such as Stroheim, Schumacher, Ralph Lauren, Tebow, and York. Take advantage of our Fashion in Motion savings event with savings and rebates on Hunter Douglas shades with Power Rise technology. Colby's of Ridgefield. We are committed to your complete satisfaction. 203-438-8531.
The long winter is finally astern. Bait is invading the harbors, coves, and inlets. Stripers, fluke, and porgies are on the move. In the streams and lakes, trout, smallmouth, largemouth, and walleye have moved out of hibernation. At the dock shop, it's all systems go. And now in two locations, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, and their newest location at 609 Riverside Avenue in Westport. Bait, tackle, apparel, and of course, all the marine and nautical accessories that they're known for are ready for you at the dock shop. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport. Visit us at dockshop.com.
Kycoat Rockefeller Estate is Westchester County's top cultural attraction and is now open for the season. Don't miss out. Go online to hudsonvalley.org to plan your visit. Take a drive out to beautiful Sleepy Hollow, New York, and enjoy Kycoat's stunning architecture, breathtaking gardens, expansive art galleries, and commanding Hudson River views. From world-class art by Picasso and Warhol to expertly tended gardens, there's something for everyone. Kycoat Rockefeller Estate, a National Trust for Historic Preservation landmark.
Now you can keep up with what's happening in Darien with the convenience of the Darien Times Online. Your choice. Print or digital subscription for just $45 a year. Or get the print and digital bundle for just $10 more, $55 a year. To subscribe to the Darien Times, go to hersamsecure.com/CIRC or call the circulation department at 203-894-3388. The Darien Times, now in print and online. Don't miss a single issue. Subscribe today.
You're listening to Hersam Acorn Radio.
11:52 on this special coffee break on HANradio.com and streaming at the HAN network. We are live from Darien at the Sidewalk Sales and Family Fun Days. Kate Japlensky with John Kovach. And John, we've talked to such a nice range of businesses in Darien and beyond today, which has been really nice.
What is encouraging is how many of them are new businesses.
Yeah,
that they've,
it's great
you
to
know,
see.
18 months,
Yeah.
a year, a few months, and yet people are starting to take chances with business again,
Right.
and they're out here in the community promoting that.
Right.
That's big.
And then we have some businesses that have been here quite a while, including our guest right now, Rosie Costello of Everything is Rosie.
I've actually been in this location for 3 years, and another location I had a few pop-up stores. I've been in business for 15 years doing trunk shows, but
Ooh.
only in this location 3 years. When my son went off to college 3 years ago, I decided I needed a new baby, so that's why I
This
opened
is
up.
your new baby.
Yes, and I didn't, and my new baby has no diaper rash, so it's really nice.
Which is more demanding in terms of the babies?
I'd say my 21-year-old. But anyway, so David Genovese is my real estate provider. He doesn't like me to use the word landlord. So he is an amazing man, and he gave me the opportunity of having a pop-up store in town to kind of get to test drive a store to see if I would
Wow.
like it. Because I've lived in Darien 20 years, and he's amazing for the town, and he gave me that opportunity, and I realized how much I really loved it. Because when I was little with family of 5 kids, I always played store. My brothers and sisters played school. So I kind of knew it was in my blood,
Yep.
you know. And then I kind of have a preppy type of shop, and, you know, people laugh that they say if we cut you, you'll bleed pink and green, you know.
As you can
So-
tell by the beautiful dress you're wearing, we should say, so you specialize in resort wear and gifts.
Resort wear and gifts, which is nice because sometimes, you know, November, December, January, you're going away, and it's like, where do you get that beach cover
That's
up?
right.
Right.
And I think our little niche is that most of our things are really under $100, but I think the most expensive item in our store is $150.
Wow.
We try to really keep things underneath that price range, so it really works well in a town like this because we have a beautiful Darien sports shop, which you need a flagship store like that, and it's nice to have the little mom and pop shops because all the big stores are coming into town, the big box stores, and it's nice to keep these little personalized stores. And a lot of us all live and work here and really enjoy each other and help each other out and refer each other.
Yeah. And what would you say your customers love about the store, and why do they keep coming back?
I have to say it's a happy place. People come
Everything
in.
is rosy. I mean,
Yes.
what else do you need to know?
Yes, it is a happy place, and people enjoy coming in and sharing the book they read, or a restaurant they've been to, or a movie they've seen, or the trip they've been on. So we get to enjoy all those conversations on top of a little bit of retail therapy too.
You talk about the mom and pops, the locally owned. And this is a great stretch for it. And you have a number of them, and you don't see that in a lot of towns. A lot of towns, the main drag is dominated by your big chain stores, and the mom and pops are scattered about. Right here in Darien, particularly where we're sitting, and then down a little further to the east on the Post Road, the mom and pop stores have locations right here where you can get off of exit 11 or exit 13, park, walk in either direction, and shop from local people.
I think a lot of that does have to do with my real estate provider, David Genovese. He actually goes to other towns where there's mom and pop shops, and he seeks people out and says, I think you need to open in our town. And we actually had other big stores come our way, like a Sleepy's or stores like that, and the town says we're really not interested in bringing you on because we really want to keep these little shops in business.
Wow.
And it's really fun because I know I seek out little mom and pop shops when I'm on vacation,
Right.
or I want to go to places I can't see anywhere
Right.
else. So
Exactly.
Exactly.
so it's worked great, and we really do. I feel like we're a little bit like Macy's in that Christmas movie. It's Miracle on 34th Street, I think,
Yeah.
where you go to Santa and say, like, I need a belt or I need a shoe, and it's like, well, you know what? You can get that at the sports shop, or go down to Wendy's Closet, or go to Helen Anson. We really do try to help refer each other to each other, and it's been really nice.
That's great. All right. Well, Rosie Costello, again, tell your address so people know where you're located.
We're at 1072 Post Road, across from the Darien Movie Theater, and we're open Monday through Saturday, 10-ish. We say 10-ish to 5-ish.
I like that.
If we're a few minutes late, nobody can yell at us. So 10-ish to 5-ish kind of works for us.
right, Rosie. Well,
thank you
so
much. Nice meeting you.
Nice talking with you.
Beautiful day here in downtown Darien. They're saying partly cloudy. I'm disagreeing with that official word, calling it mostly sunny.
Band started up behind us.
Band started behind us. I was trying to see where they are. Storm from the Sound Tigers was walking around. You've got a bounce castle. You have a bounce castle across the street from us. Gentle breeze, mid-70s, no humidity, just a perfect day. We're welcoming back a guest we had last year. Tom Geary of Geary Gallery Accent Picture Framing is about to join us.
30 years in business. That is
amazing.
No small feat.
I know.
Congratulations.
I can't
How'd
believe
you do it?
I don't know. I don't know. And we really are playing the last man standing. I mean, when we opened up 30 years ago, there were 12 frame shops and galleries in the town of Darien, believe it or not, and they've all kind of gone by the wayside, which is kind of sad, but good for me. Haha.
It's true.
And I heard you mentioning the bouncy castle across the street. I just did want to mention, if you need a fill-in or something, I'm going to be over there for about an hour bouncing around in there. So if somebody doesn't show up, just call me and I'll come back and talk to you some more.
You want to strap a camera on somebody.
And just sketch the
do it.
bouncing
I'm your
up
man.
and down.
I'm your man. I am your man.
Well, Tom, we talked about this last year, but there is something so important about custom framing and getting, something that's, whether it's a photo or a family heirloom or something that's important to you done right. And that's what you guys offer.
Exactly. We, I don't want to mention any of the competitors, the big box competitors, but there's a couple of them that just moved in recently, and we actually encourage people to go there to see what the difference is, because we end up repairing a lot of the stuff they do. They don't have experienced people working there, and again, I don't want to mention the names of them, but they're the big box stores, and that happens. You just lose that personal touch.
Yes.
We know we're responsible for everything we do, and that's why we've been in business for 30 years and plan on, well, I'm not going to say another 30 years because I know that's not going to happen, but we will be here for a long time, and it's just it's an absolute perfect town for our kind of a business. And we've developed both the frame shop, which is where we started, and then we bought the gallery across the street, and brought that in and combined it with the frame shop, and it's really worked out well for us, and we're very pleased with it.
You talk about a personal touch, and that's really crucial in framing, because if somebody's having it framed, it's that important to them. And sometimes it's a family memento. Sometimes it's something special from someone who's passed on. There's so much personal investment in that.
We do quite a bit of the custom stuff. We do a lot of jerseys. We do, some lady brought in a chandelier that had fallen that really meant a lot to her, and so we framed a lot of the pieces of the chandelier in a shadow box so she could have it.
Right.
So we have a whole section on our website that shows the different creative things that we've done, that are very unusual.
There's an art to it.
Yeah, there really is. I mean, you really do have to kind of know what you're doing. And you had mentioned, somebody that passed away, something that's very sentimental. I did just want to shout out to the Zangrillo family and express my condolences. Steve Zangrillo was the absolute king of retail in the town of Darien. He was just the master, and I've always been a great fan of his and the business he ran, and now Gina's doing an excellent job over there too. But just a shout out because he passed away a couple of days ago, which is very sad.
It is, and really, when I was working down here, which I did for a number of years for the Darien Times, really, it didn't happen in downtown Darien unless the Zangrillo name was somehow somewhere in the process that came to whatever was happening.
Absolutely true. It's been true for years and years, and they are really the stronghold and the ones that everybody else kind of bases off of. My business is up at the other end of town, so I'm sort of a renegade. I'm not in the downtown mix, but I like it like that. It's just a little easier for parking and stuff like that. So we're very pleased with our location and where we are.
And being here today, I mean, it seems to me like Darien's thriving. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would absolutely agree. We've come a long way. You were somebody, I think it was Rosie mentioned before me, David Genovese, who's a great guy and a developer, and he was kind of one of my right-hand people on Darien Revitalization, which we ran, I'm going to say it was probably 6 years ago now. Mm-hmm. And the idea behind that was to kind of get some of the parking restrictions relaxed and get more of the small mom and pops. We saw what was happening 6 or 7 years ago. Not to be negative about the banks and the real estate companies, but specifically the banks, they were taking over every single location and just popping up another bank. Mm-hmm. And we saw the writing on the wall that if we didn't get some businesses in here, the downtown Darien was going to be in big trouble. And we did a great job, and David is still working on it. He's developing and bringing more retailers, and he's doing a wonderful job of it.
And this is testament to it, what you see right here with all these people out walking the streets of Darien, patronizing locally owned shops.
Absolutely.
Just a great day. Continues all day today. Continues all day tomorrow. Beautiful weather. Sunny mid-70s today. Sunny and in the 80s tomorrow. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back with more coverage of the sidewalk sales. Kate and I are going to go find some cool stuff to buy.
Yeah.
In
We'll
the
be
bouncy.
right back.
Over
We're
in
going
the
to the bouncy
Head
castle.
to the bouncy
Tom.
castle.
Let's go.
Your child has fallen and broken his arm. You need to see an orthopedist fast. Think Coastal Ortho Express in Norwalk. Don't wait hours in the ER. Save a trip and money by going straight to an orthopedic specialist at Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care in Norwalk. No appointment necessary. Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care, 203-845-2070. Open Monday through Saturday, 20.
Food trucks. Hands-on activities. Live music. A different theme every night, plus top women's tennis. It's the 2015 Connecticut Open presented by United Technologies. Be there as some of the world's best competed at the largest pro tennis event in New England. And catch famous players John McEnroe, James Blake, and more in the men's Legends event presented by PowerShares Series. It all adds up to one legendary week, August 21st through the 29th at the Connecticut Tennis Center in New Haven. Get your tickets at ctopen.org.
The long winter is finally astern. Bait is invading the harbors, coves, and inlets. Stripers, fluke, and porgies are on the move. In the streams and lakes, trout, smallmouth, largemouth, and walleye have moved out of hibernation. At the dock shop, it's all systems go. And now in 2 locations, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, and their newest location at 609 Riverside Avenue in Westport. Bait, tackle, apparel, and of course, all the marine and nautical accessories that they're known for are ready for you at the dock shop. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport.
Healthy, confident smiles begin at Stratford Orthodontics. Conveniently located on Main Street, we are Stratford's hometown orthodontist. We offer the latest technology to patients. Today to schedule a complimentary consultation. 203-375-8332. 2499 Main Street, Stratford. 203-375-8332. And online at stratfordsmile.com.
Alliance. We are an industry leader in coordinating transportation for large events such as corporate roadshows, conferences, and special events. Our team of experts understands the dynamics and logistics of high-pressure situations and complex arrangements, all within a rapidly changing environment. Since 1999, we have added charter jets, event management, and personal protection to our range of services. Mention this ad for $25 off your next round-trip reservation. Alliance and you. Together, we can achieve the extraordinary. 855-546-6996 or alliancelimo.com.
It's lots of characters. Specializing in children's birthday parties with your child's favorite characters. When you want to party hardy, when you need to celebrate, call us, we won't be late. We help create lasting memories for you and your child on their special day. Call us at 203-590-1791 or visit our website at lotsofcharacters.org for more information and to see our party packages. Lots of Characters, 203-590-1791 or online at lotsofcharacters.org.
Located in the picturesque downtown Ridgefield at 13 Governor, Colby's is the area's premier retailer for blinds, shutters, and draperies, and is one of the select few Hunter Douglas Gallery dealers. A family-owned and operated company, Colby's experienced staff will work with you in choosing the best treatments for your home or office and offer free measuring and expert installation. Colby's also carries an extensive line of decorative fabrics including Schumacher, Durley, Tebow, and more. Or browse over 400 books in our wallpaper library from famous designers such as Stroheim, Schumacher, Ralph Lauren, Tebow, and York. Take advantage of our Fashion in Motion savings event with savings and rebates on Hunter Douglas shades with Power Rise technology. Colby's of Ridgefield. We are committed to your complete satisfaction. 203-438-8531.
From the corner of Corbin Drive and the Post Road, right outside the Toy Box, it's HAN Radio at the 2015 Darien Sidewalk Sales and Family Fun Days. This is your coffee break on HANradio.com.
Hello and welcome back to the Darien Sidewalk Sales and Family Fun Days here from the corner of Corbin Drive and the Post Road in Darien, Connecticut, along with Denise DeGriglio. I'm Josh Fisher. We're replacing John Kovac and Kate Czaplinski. Did a great job for the past hour. We still have 3 more hours to go. And now we're joined by Lynn Hamlin, well known to anyone who lives in Darien.
If you live here long enough,
yes,
you're right.
Well, you've been here for quite a while. And
40 years.
40 years,
Yep.
long time. For 2 decades, you ran the Darien Nature Center.
Correct.
We're on the Darien Board of Ed for years before that.
I chaired the Board of Ed for 5 years in the late 80s, early 90s.
And now you're in the private sector.
I am.
Yes.
I am.
And you have a store right down the road?
I do. Folly Design Elements. It's the gray and white stripe awning, catty corner across the street from the movie theater. It's a fantastic location. All of these vendors and storekeepers along here have all been here longer than I, but they've been most welcoming, and it's a great strip because you have mom and pops, as it were,
Right.
local people running their stores and bringing shoppers and lots of people to Darien. No chains.
No chains.
No chains.
Well, thank heavens.
This is certainly a great strip here on the Post Road. This is kind of when you get off exit 11 on 95. This is what welcomes you into beautiful downtown Darien. It is just a gorgeous place to walk and shop and eat.
It is.
So tell us about Folly.
Folly. Well, after I left the Nature Center, I thought, well, there's one more project in me. What am I going to do?
Just one? I bet you there's a few more.
There may be. You never know. And I had not really thought that I would be interested in doing retail, but there was a wonderful shop in Fairfield called Pickett's.
Yeah, Pickett's was great.
It was a great shop, and people came from all over Fairfield County because this woman had great taste, and she specialized in one-of-a-kind things. And I used to go up there once a month. It was called an English garden shop.
Yeah, it was great.
It was great. And then she decided to give it up. And so she closed. And as my time at the Nature Center was drawing to an end, I thought, I wonder if I could do that, because what's interesting to me is the hunt.
Yeah.
Is to go find wonderful treasures that you can't, that you don't see everywhere.
Where do your treasures come from?
I go to Maine, Massachusetts, all over Connecticut. I've been west, but the west doesn't have what we have here in the east in terms of vintage. And Folly, the name, it's an English gardens always have a folly, where at the end of an alley of trees you want a focal point, and so they have a fountain or a statue or something. Folly also could mean a big mistake, so I thought I'd try it. Either way, it has not been a big mistake. First of all, I'm loving it. I'm seeing people I haven't seen in years, because at the Nature Center, I was always with a lot of young moms and their kids. So I'm seeing a lot more friends, and I'm meeting all kinds of people who are coming from Greenwich and New Canaan, Westport, Fairfield, and I also have a lot of decorators checking in with me. So the word's getting out, and I'm very happy. Folly's a
Do you have a
good
website?
thing. I do.
You want to share your website with us?
It's follydesignElements.com.
And what are your retail hours?
Retail hours during the summer are Monday through Saturday from 10 to 5. and leading up to Christmas, they're longer. I just haven't established them yet. But the response from the Darien community and beyond has been terrific. So as a first-time retailer, I think it's great.
That's wonderful. Do you have a few local people working with you as well, or is it just
I
you?
do. I have Cassie Jones, and Cassie is younger.
Give a shout out to Cassie.
Cassie.
All right, Cassie.
Thank you, Cassie. She's up on what's going on with the younger population, and she had a background in retail. She worked for Bergdorf's, and
Wow.
so I'm very fortunate to have her expertise, because I really did sort of jump into it. Took the leap, and I'm growing my wings on the way down. But having someone like Cassie there at my side has really been terrific.
Well, Lynn, if you do half as good a job there as you did at the Nature Center,
thank you.
you're going to have you'll be there for another 20 years.
Maybe so.
Maybe
I hope so.
Well,
Everybody come on down to Folly.
yeah, check out
It's a
Folly.
great day.
Yes, it's a
Great
beautiful day.
bargains.
Beautiful to talk about gardens. Lynn, thank you for joining
You're
us
so
here
welcome.
on
Nice to
HAN
see you
Radio.
again.
Good to see you too.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice
Thank
meeting
you very much.
Thanks very much.
All right. So right now, according to Sean Adams, it's 74 degrees outside. It is a beautiful day here in Darien, Connecticut, on the corner of Corbin Drive and
Thank you.
The Post Road. Rob, what do we do next? Do we take a break now as I settle into here?
I think we've got another guest right on the way in, Josh.
Oh, excellent. It looks like we got someone here from the Darien YMCA stepping in, and we're going to welcome on Gene Donata as we get him set up with a headset. And
He's from the Darien YMCA, the Director of Personal Training and Group Exercise.
Yes.
Welcome, Gene.
Thank you very much.
How? Tell us a little bit about what you're doing over at the Darien Y.
We are really trying to promote health and wellness to the highest level we can. We have a lot of new programs that we're bringing in. We have a program called Revive, which is a cancer-based program of next stages. Chemo's done. They're clean bill of health and ready to move on, so we do a program for them. We have a new program called Balance Body starting, which is basically for those people who have a physical therapy but don't really know which direction to go to yet and feel like personal training and in the gym is just the next step is too much for them.
Right.
So the Balance Body is that in-between point. It's that ability to get back into the gym, continue your therapy to the next level, but a step back from the hardcore personal training.
Are you guys connecting with medical organizations so that clients know you're there, like hospitals for the cancer patients?
Yes, we're working closely with Norwalk Hospital, Stanford Hospital.
Wonderful.
We're doing our best to get as much out there as we can.
And so how long have you been with the YMCA?
I've been with the YMCA. This August will be 3 years.
And so tell us a little bit more about the services there. How many members do you have?
Oh, geez, how many members we have? That is a good question that I do not know the answer to.
All right.
We do have a lot.
It sounds like a phenomenal place to be. Do you have a pool?
We have 2 pools. We
Wow.
have one pool that is primary lap swimming pool, a secondary pool a little bit smaller, light lap swimming, swim lessons. We do a lot of children's activities. The Y has grown tremendously in the last few years. We did a big renovation a few years ago. The gymnastics center is top of the line. We have a nationally ranked gymnastics team of all different levels. We have swim teams. We have a huge level of programming between our group exercise programs, our personal training.
Now, can you just test it out if you're not a member, or do you have to have a membership?
You're more than welcome to come in as a non-member and try the place out. We offer non-member passes to take classes, but most people come in, and if you're local and it's convenient, there's no reason not why you shouldn't join. Most people
It's probably
do.
very reasonable to join as well.
Well, especially if you utilize the facility. You have the basketball for the kids, the family. There's a lot of youth programming.
And you guys have summer camps as well?
We have summer camps as well, all different, all ages through. I've had my children in the summer camp, so it's great programs all the way through.
You guys, I know you really provide a great community too, because
It's a
you
huge
see all
community.
sorts of people when you go in. There's a tons of different things going on as you walk through the halls of the Darien
It's a
Y.
very big community aspect. It's if you like to be around that, it's the best place to be.
Where is it located in relation to where we are
We're
today?
at 2420 Post Road.
Uh-huh.
So basically, if you're heading back down the Post Road towards Stanford, probably about an eighth of a mile before you get to exit 9. We're going to be on the left-hand side, overlooking the water. We have an amazing water view. Our cardio room and our wellness center looks right onto Holly Pond.
Wow, what not to love about the Y?
Watch the sunrise while you do cardio in the morning.
You want to give a website so people can find you?
Yes, our website is www.darien-ymca.org.
And they should give you a ring if they want to join any of these programs or personal training?
Yes, I am the director of personal training and group exercise, so if you're interested in personal training, contact me. I'll set you up with one of our high-quality trainers. We have over 100 classes on our group exercise schedule of all different levels, from high-impact to low-impact, yoga, Pilates. Plus, we do a lot of adult programming and a lot of youth programming as well.
Sounds like a phenomenal place,
It's a great day you can spend all day at,
Do you live
at the
down
Darien
here?
Y. I live actually just over the line in Stamford,
Oh.
but I was a former editor of the Darien Times, so I used to go over there and see Pat Morrissey
Yeah.
at the Y, and I was always just amazed. Just you'd run into so many people just walking down the halls. A
great sense of community,
It's
it
a
sounds like.
huge community. I've never worked at a facility where so many people knew one another.
Isn't that something?
And you guys have a tent here today. I see
We
right
do have a
across
tent
the
right
street
across
from
the
us,
way.
next to Panera.
Oh, okay.
So it's.
So anybody
Guys,
listening, you can go over there and get immediate information.
And our Balanced Body trainer will be here today on site between 1:30 and 3 to talk more about his programming. We have a holistic health coach that we brought on board who will be here today as well from 2 to 3, and they will both be here tomorrow as well to talk about the programming.
That sounds great. So you have some holistic stuff going on
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
That's a complete, multifaceted YMCA for sure.
We're trying to cover all angles.
Great. Well, Gene, thanks for stopping by
Thank you
today.
very much.
If you're making it down here to Darien, be sure to stop by the Darien Y tent on the Post Road. You'll have a lot of fun down
Right
here all
around
day
10,
long.
we're right
and
around
then
1064, so you're right across the way from us.
We're doing some fun workout stuff, so if you want to do some burpees and push-ups, we'll get you going.
We'll head over there after we
Our
finish
team
this
is going
segment.
for the burpees right after this.
All right.
Gene Donata, the Director of Personal Training and Group Exercise at the Darien YMCA. Thanks for joining us on HAN Radio, the special edition of Coffee Break. Now, or we're not going to take.
It's about 20 hours after 12, and we see that it's 74 degrees, partly cloudy. It's going to be clear tonight, around 66 degrees, and Saturday it's going to be sunny, 83. So after you've done your burpees, take a nice, long, leisurely walk down at the beach.
Great.
Good to see you. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks, Gene. We'll be back on HANradio.com, streaming live on the Hersam Acorn Network.
Your child has fallen and broken his arm. You need to see an orthopedist fast. Think Coastal Ortho Express in Norwalk. Don't wait hours in the ER. Save a trip and money by going straight to an orthopedic specialist at Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care in Norwalk. No appointment necessary. Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care, 203-845-2070. Open Monday through Saturday in the iPark building at 761 Main Avenue in Norwalk, or call 203-845-2070. Fast.
A variety of food trucks, hands-on activities, live music, a different theme every night, plus top women's tennis. It's the 2015 Connecticut Open presented by United Technologies. Be there as some of the world's best competed at the largest pro tennis event in New England. And catch famous players John McEnroe, James Blake, and more in the men's Legends event presented by PowerShare Series. It all adds up to one legendary week, August 21st through the 29th, at the Connecticut Tennis Center in New Haven. Get your tickets at ctopen.org.
The long winter is finally astern. Bait is invading the harbors, coves, and inlets. Stripers, fluke, and porgies are on the move. In the streams and lakes, trout, smallmouth, largemouth, and walleye have moved out of hibernation. At the dock shop, it's all systems go. And now in 2 locations, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, and their newest location at 609 Riverside Avenue in Westport. Bait, tackle, apparel, and of course, all the marine and nautical accessories that they're known for are ready for you at the dock shop. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport. Visit us at docshop.com.
Healthy, confident smiles begin at Stratford Orthodontics. Conveniently located on Main Street, we are Stratford's hometown orthodontist. We offer the latest in orthodontic technology, including Damon braces and Invisalign. We always accept new patients. Call today to schedule a complimentary consultation. 203-375-32. Stratford Orthodontics, 2499 Main Street, Stratford. 203-375-8332. And online at stratfordsmile.com.
Alliance. We are an industry leader in coordinating transportation for large events such as corporate roadshows, conferences, and special events. Our team of experts understands the dynamics and logistics of high-pressure situations and complex arrangements, all within a rapidly changing jets. $10 off your Alliance and you. Together, we can achieve the extraordinary. 855-546-6996 or alliancelimo.com.
Hersam Acorn and HANradio.com.
Welcome back to the Darien Sidewalk Sales and Family Fun Days. We are on the corner of Corbett Drive and the Post Road in lovely downtown Darien.
We're on the corner of whatever you want to be on, Josh.
On the corner of sales and commerce. Along with Denise DeGriglio, I'm Josh Fisher. We are joined right now by Bill Gallagher of Dynamic Athletics. Welcome to the HAN Network live stream of the Darien Sidewalk Sales. We're here for a few more hours. So, Dynamic Athletics.
Yep.
You guys are on Old Kings Highway, so right around the corner from
Yeah,
here.
we're right in the Good Wives Shopping Plaza.
Oh, okay.
Right next to
Perfect.
Joyride was up here before. We're right next to Joyride.
Oh, okay, excellent. So we have a little athletic theme going on right now, Denise. We were just joined by the gentleman from the Darien
If you don't
YMCA.
move it, you lose it, so we better keep going.
Exactly. And so, Bill, how long has Dynamic Athletics been around?
The plaza, almost. It's great. Darien and doing some training. Before we were Dynamic Athletics, we were renting space from other local gyms and things like that, and then decided it was time to kind of branch out on our own and open up our own facility. And the old gymnastics studio had just closed down, so it was the perfect spot. Joyride was just coming in, so we kind of came in at the same time together. And it's been great. The plaza, the Good Wives, is great exposure, so it's been really good.
Oh yeah, it's a lovely shopping mall over there, and you got the supermarket.
It's a little fitness mecca, that plaza.
It really is. It really is.
There's a lot over there.
That sounds like a wellness center to me.
There's a couple good restaurants over there too.
Okay. There's some good restaurants.
Right?
The chocolate shop just opened.
You know,
it's a
so
good
you
little
go,
spot.
you eat your chocolate, then you go to Dynamic Athletics and work up the calories. So behind you right now, we have some lovely lady here, Georgette Yacoub is going to do a little demonstration for us.
Yes, Georgette is one of our coaches. So those are just some of the pieces of equipment we have, the kettlebells. The one on her far left is an 18-pound. The pink kettlebell is an 18-pound kettlebell. The one next to that, the white, is a 44. Next to that is a 70. And then on the far side, the yellow is a 35. So those weights are just some of the different weights we have. We have more than that, but it just goes to show that we have ladies who are up to 60 years old doing it, and we have an 18-pound that they can use, or all the way up to, we have up to a 125-pound kettlebell that we have college athletes come in and use. So it's scalable, whatever we're doing, that anybody can really do it.
Okay.
So she'll show you some of the movements now. The first one, kettlebell swing. First one she'll show is just a regular kettlebell swing. So we do the American kettlebell swing, which is all the way overhead. As you can see, she extends her arms out all the way overhead. The Russian is just up to your shoulders. Next movement we'll do is a sumo deadlift high pull. So that starts on the ground and you're just exploding up through the hips, getting those elbows high.
And what is this working, and what are we refining when we're doing that?
So they work different things. The sumo deadlift high pull and kettlebell swing actually both kind of work the same thing, which is trying to be explosive with your hips and generate power from your hips, which is where all the power comes from. But you could do it with a lightweight to try to generate power, or with a heavy weight and use it as a strength movement. The next one we'll do is a goblet squat, and this would be more for a strength movement, building lower body strength and core strength. Holding it in the front like that makes you really stay upright.
That's good for skiing?
Yeah, that'll help for skiing. Everything. the things that we do, really strengthening your lower body and core, will translate into all sports. And that's why, too, we work with a lot of athletes. And, you know, people talk about sport-specific training and things like that. We really don't try to say we do that because most athletes need to be stronger and faster. So there's nothing – they get their sport-specific stuff when they do their lacrosse training or their on-ice hockey training, things like that. We do the off-ice or off-field stuff.
So just your prep, your off-season.
Exactly, getting you ready for the season. And then even during the season – keeping you kind of in that conditioning and shape. You don't want to train all winter for lacrosse and then once the season starts not work out at all, because you're very quickly going to lose everything you had, especially if you're 7th, 8th grade, high school, because you're such a young trainer that strength comes and goes really fast.
Interesting.
We'll show one more movement. We'll show a kettlebell snatch. So with that kettlebell snatch, again, you could use any weight. You're coming from the ground and you're just going straight up overhead.
Is that helping my underarm strength?
That'll help the underarm,
Say goodbye to that?
We do some other stuff to help that, but that'll help that as well.
Great.
Wonderful.
Excellent. Well, listen, Bill, thanks for joining us
No
here
problem.
on the
Thank you for
HAN
having me.
Network. Your website is?
Our website is www.dynathletics.com.
And can people come by for a complimentary try or conversation?
Yeah, absolutely. So we offer a 2-week free trial for people to
Wow.
come in, try us out for we tell people to try at least for 2 weeks because it gives you an idea of everything that we do. If you just come in for one class, you may not do something, or you may only do one thing. The 2 weeks kind of gives you an idea of everything that we do, and all the different areas of kind of fitness that we work on.
And any age bracket? You set up
Any
past
age bracket.
past
We do
65.
Anybody can do it. We have
Anybody.
different groups and programs. With little kids, we work on a lot of motor skills, speed and agility drills, teaching them the proper way to run, because everybody starts out running at some point, but nobody really taught people how to run, and there are proper techniques on how to do that. So we work on those, and then we just work on building strength. And with the adults, it's most of the people just want to get stronger, lose some weight, and be in better shape. They want to play with their kids. They want to be able to put their dog's food bag away, things like that. So we need to get them in shape with the things that they do as well.
That's right. I agree. Well, thank you so much for coming
No problem.
on.
Thank you.
Everybody give an opportunity. Stop by Dynamic Athletics for that
Dynamic
trial.
Athletics.
Sounds fabulous.
Bill Gallagher, thanks for joining
Yeah,
us.
pleasure.
on the
Pleasure
HAN
meeting
Network.
you.
Really
Thanks so
appreciate
much.
it. A lot of fun. It is. What's the temperature out there right now? 74 still? It has to have gotten warmer since then. We need a better app for that sheet of paper that shows the weather on it, you guys.
Did you make it 74.5 so we feel better about our job?
And coming up next to join us here on the HAN Network, where we're at the Darien Sidewalk Sales and Family Fun Days. Come on over here. This is probably one of the more important persons in the entire town of Darien. Hey, Jamie, how are you? Jamie Stevenson, first selectman of Darien, has come to brighten up our day here.
Thank you so much. It's so great to see you back here in Darien. We miss you and are pleased that you're here.
Thank you. It's always fun to return to my old town here of Darien and see how great it is. I mean, the sidewalk sale, what beautiful weather we got, too.
Yeah,
this week.
your town does a wonderful job at this event. I'm coming in from Fairfield with our team, but the first thing I said is, wow, what a sense of community.
That's wonderful. Thank you for being here in Darien. It's a pleasure
to meet you.
Yeah,
Yes.
Jamie, this is Denise DeGriglio, host of The Drive, which is about a purpose-driven life. Kicks off our programming every Friday from 10 to 11 on HAN Radio.
Wonderful.
And yes. So what I like about the Darien Sidewalk Sales, it's like the first sidewalk sale in Fairfield County each year. So it kicks us so everyone else has something else to live up to.
That's true.
Right?
That's true. It's so fabulous.
It is fabulous, and I think this year, it appears to me, I walked around yesterday, and it was very, very well attended in spite of a little bit of rain, and it seems to be one of the best ever, which is awesome.
It's great. What does the downtown mean to Darien? Here.
The downtown is it's the central structure, the critical spine, and the place where everybody in Darien gathers for fun and food and friends and shopping. It really is the lifeblood of our community, along with our families, of course.
Of course.
We've been meeting so many wonderful retailers and friends from the Y. I mean, there's an incredible sense of community. So what does it take to keep that together and going on your part?
It takes a commitment on the part of town government to understand what brings families here and what compels them to want to stay and raise their families. And it's all about a sense of community, a valuing of the family unit and all of the things it takes to support families.
Yeah, it's so you can feel it. I mean, you
Yes.
just can feel it. Is there anything that you want to highlight that we should know about what's coming up in town, other events like this, or other things that are going on in the community that you want to let some of our listeners and viewers know about today?
I would say that to just stay tuned about what's coming up. We have new events all the time. We're just coming off of a couple of weeks of really big community-wide events. We had the amazing Memorial Day Parade, followed up by our 5th annual Darien fireworks display, which too was, in my opinion, the best ever.
Yeah.
Followed the next day by the Darien Push and Pull Parade, sponsored this year by the VFW. It was amazing to see how many small children we have living here in the town of Darien.
How many families do you estimate live here and take advantage of this great community?
Well, we have about 6,700 households here.
Wow, okay.
But as we know, 38% of our population is under the age of 18. So children
One of the
and
youngest
families
towns in the state, right?
We are, and we continue to have an expanding school population. Most communities in the state are contracting right now, but people love the town of Darien. They want to move here. They want to raise their families here. We have excellent schools. We have excellent services. Along with our businesses, we have outstanding nonprofit organizations that really help to complete the fabric of this wonderful community.
Do you want to give your website so we can send people to look for these wonderful events and other things to keep them abreast?
I encourage them to work through the Chamber of Commerce and just Google the town of Darien. It's darienct.gov to look for information about things that are happening at the municipal level, but from a business perspective, the Chamber does an awesome job.
And DarienTimes.com is also, of course, a great place to find out what's going on in town. And I know we had last night at party.
Congratulations.
On the town. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And what makes you want to continue to be the chief elected official here in
You know
Darien?
what? You are looking at it right here. Look at all of these people, these visitors and friends and families. I serve in my job to do that, to serve the people that live here and come here. It's so rewarding to work in local government where you can see the impact of the work that you do, and I'm looking at it today. Couldn't be more proud.
Yeah. Well, and Jamie does a great job. You're one of the seriously one of the. You're still, I consider you one of the rising stars of the Republican Party in Connecticut. You've done a great job running this town. I think.
Thank you, Josh.
And I'm just waiting for you to run for governor.
We could use a little help in that department, but I'm very much enjoying my job. I'm honored to have
You're
been.
probably too smart to be governor of Connecticut.
I use all of my power and skill to build a team to run this town as well as we can. It's a team effort. I certainly don't do it alone. And the Darien Chamber of Commerce is a huge partner. Our media partners, Susan Schultz and her team here in Darien, do an incredible job. So all of us together, we work hard to just do what's right for the people that live here.
Well, it's a beautiful town
beautiful.
to be in.
Thank you.
And also, a trick in the summer here at Darien is it's a lot easier to find some parking when you come down here because, there's people who go out of town and go on vacation. But it's a great, particularly on a day like today, to walk around. You got the breeze coming off the shore. We can feel it up here. And it's a beautiful day to walk around Darien and, get an ice cream cone.
I'm loving that band today.
They sound so great
back there.
That is
phenomenal. I'm going to go over there and do a little
dancing. They're playing
dancing.
over at the DCA Thrift Shop by the Baptist Church.
Wow.
And here comes Amazing Andy. We can see him. Maybe they're just there in the background. We get Amazing Andy's waiting for the crosswalk. He's on his stilts.
That is something else.
Coming down the street. So we'll probably keep that on. But Jamie Stevenson, first selectman of
Pleasure to
Darien.
meet
you. Me too.
Thanks for coming in and joining us here on the HAN Network today.
It is my pleasure, Josh.
Always
so nice
lovely to see you, too. Have a good summer.
Thank you.
Thanks. It's 79. We got a little update. Things have warmed up here. Things are getting hot on the Post Road in Darien. We're at the Darien Sidewalk Sales and Family Fun Days here. This has been going on for over 20 years. This is a great event here that we have going on down in Darien. Along with Denise DeGriglio, I'm Josh Fisher, and we're going to welcome on now Ellen Bay of Darien Rowayton Bank. She's the branch manager down the street here. And Ellen, thanks for joining us.
Welcome, Ellen.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
How have you been?
Great. It's a beautiful day.
It's
Yesterday was a
gorgeous
little
day.
iffy, but we're so glad
Right?
the sun's out and a lot of people are out today.
And where is your bank located on Post Road? You have to excuse me. I'm coming in from out of town.
If you're looking on the screen right
Yeah.
now, you see that little steeple, or what is that called?
Yeah,
It's the,
that little tower or
little
whatever.
tower pointing
That's
out
you?
there.
That's
yeah, right
us.
behind Amazing Andy as we see him wandering in here behind us.
Oh, yeah, there he is. He is amazing.
Yes,
I'd
he
break
is.
my leg.
Yeah, we got to get him on
Yeah.
a basketball team.
There you go. Good idea. We have a
So Darien Rowayton Bank opened up probably about 10 years ago, right?
2006.
Okay, yeah, so 9 years
2006,
ago.
right.
And just a great community bank, and we've seen you guys
Great
really grow it
community,
all the
yes.
way to Southport.
Absolutely.
Right? Near you,
We-
Denise,
Now,
over there
yes,
in
I
Fairfield.
know Virginia Goodfellow up there.
Oh, she's great.
Yes.
She's the branch manager up there, and they're having just a very successful year this year and getting to know people around there. So Virginia lives there and knows a lot of people, which
Lovely
is great.
person.
And Kay Leong is up there also.
Yeah.
So very, really picking up some business there. And
So what's going on at the bank that we should know about these
well,
days?
the latest product that's very popular is refinancing and consolidating graduate student loans, education
Wow.
refinance. So a lot of doctors, lawyers, MBAs who are in their careers and ready to refinance their loans. So we're saving them a lot of money, and we've been in the Wall Street Journal with this program. So
Really?
it's
Is this
a really
something you guys came up with yourselves?
It's pretty new. There's a couple other companies that do this, but about a year ago we enrolled it, and yeah, we were about the only company
Do
really.
you extend the life of the loan? Is that one of the benefits?
They can. We have different programs. They can go onto our website and check out education refinance and check out. They have calculators, and it's saving these kids a lot of money. And
Wow.
a lot of them have, if you're getting your MD or a dental degree, they have a lot of debt. But this is great.
How are you getting the word out about your programs?
A lot of social media.
Okay.
So it's really, that's how all these kids really communicate. So that's been a real winner for us.
That's
So and
great.
it's brought in a lot of them, open checking accounts with us, and so it's been great.
One thing that I always really liked about Darien Rowayton Bank, and now you see a lot of people copy it, but when you guys opened up in 2006, or it was about 2007, I think, when that building was finished over there,
Absolutely.
right?
He's got
Yeah.
fabulous
And,
statistics,
and it's so
doesn't he?
great.
He's
Well,
good.
I was editor of the paper in this town for 7
Oh,
years, so
so
I
you know
remember.
more than
Yes.
me, probably.
So,
Yeah.
but it's like walking into someone's living room
It
when
is.
you walk in there. You got the
Oh,
fireplace.
really?
We do have a
You
fireplace,
know,
we have
the
a
TV up
TV.
there, nice comfortable
Yes.
couches to relax on. And
Yeah.
that's starting to become the norm.
It's
I
becoming
think.
more and more popular.
But I thought that was it was kind of comfortable, a
Great.
nice place to go in.
People
And
come in and say, "Is this a bank?" or "Where's the bank?"
Right.
And I'm like, this is it. I know. So we had an artist reception last night. About once a month, we have a change in our artist of the month, and often they'll have a reception with wine and cheese, and it's really
Wow,
popular.
it makes me want to drive down here and do my
You
banking.
should.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have a drink, open an account, and it's all good.
That sounds
So,
fabulous.
Yeah, it is. Very personal touch with the banking. We do have all the bells and whistles. We have online banking. We have an app. It's good.
you got that kind of a lot of that big bank power, but at a
Still.
community level.
With
Yeah.
that very hands-on touch.
Very hands-on, no phone. But when you call, going to get a real person. We're open from 9 till noon. So, yeah. Really.
Good.
Ellen Bay,
Please
the
come
branch
by.
manager down here in
Great.
Darien of Darien
Pleasure
Rowayton Bank.
meeting you, Ellen.
Pleasure
Yeah.
meeting. Thank you so much.
Thank you
and
for joining
enjoy
us.
the rest of the day.
Thanks.
Okay,
Thank-
thanks.
All right, be well.
Okay,
Here
you
we
too.
go.
Take care.
And now we're going to switch over to watch Amazing Andy. If we can get him to maybe look over here at the camera and maybe do some tricks. That would be great. You know, if anyone who's ever been to a community event down here in Lower Fairfield County has probably seen Amazing Andy walking up and down the streets, towering above everybody, juggling. You can't miss him, not only because he's about 10 feet tall, but the top hat adds another 8 inches or so to that. So as we head off to break here, enjoy Amazing Andy. They're standing there in the corner. You are listening and watching, if you're watching us at hanradio.com/livestream, the live broadcast from the Darien Sidewalk Sales and Family Fun Days here on hanradio.com.
It's Lots of Characters, specializing in children's birthday parties with your child's favorite characters. When you want to party hardy, when you need to celebrate, call us, we won't be late. We help create lasting memories for you and your child on their special day. Call us at 203-590-1791 or visit our website at lotsofcharacters.org for more information and to see our party packages. Lots of Characters, 203-590-1791 or online at lotsofcharacters.org.
Located in the heart of picturesque downtown Ridgefield at 13 Governor Street, Colby's is the area's premier retailer for blinds, shades, shutters, and draperies, and is one of the select few Hunter Douglas Gallery dealers. A family-owned and operated company, Colby's experienced staff will work with you in choosing the best treatments for your home or office and offer free measuring and expert installation. Colby's also carries an extensive line of decorative fabrics including Schumacher, Durley, Tebow, and more. Or browse over 400 books in our wallpaper library from famous designers such as Stroheim, Schumacher, Ralph Lauren, Tebow, and York. Take advantage of our Fashion in Motion savings event with savings and rebates everyone.
Fluke and porgies are on streams and lakes. Trout, smallmouth, largemouth, and walleye have moved out of hibernation. At the dock shop, it's all systems go. And now in 2 locations, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, and their newest location at 609 Riverside Avenue in Westport. Bait, tackle, apparel, and of course, all the marine and nautical accessories that they're known for are ready for you at the dock shop. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport. Visit us at dockshop.com.
Kycote Rockefeller Estate is Westchester County's top cultural attraction and is now open for the season. Don't miss out. Go online to hudsonvalley.org to plan your visit. Take a drive out to beautiful Sleepy Hollow, New York, and enjoy Kycote's stunning architecture, breathtaking gardens, expansive art galleries, and commanding Hudson River views. From world-class art by Picasso and Warhol to expertly tended gardens, there's something for everyone. Kycote Rockefeller Estate, a National Trust for Historic Preservation landmark.
Now you can keep up with what's happening in Darien with the convenience of the Darien Times Online. Your choice. Print or digital subscription for just $45 a year. Or get the print and digital bundle for just $10 more, $55 a year. To subscribe to the Darien Times, go to hersamsecure.com/CIRC or call the circulation department at 203-894-3388. The Darien Times, now in print and online. Don't miss a single issue. Subscribe today.
You're listening to Hersam Acorn Radio.
Welcome back to the Darien Sidewalk Sales and Family Fun Days.
We're having a lot of fun.
We're having a good time, Denise.
The weather couldn't be better.
She's Denise. I'm Josh. We're now joined by John. I cannot read your handwriting here.
Baricelli.
John Baricelli. Is that an Irish name?
It is.
Okay,
yes.
All right. It's either
Just
Irish
outside
or
of
German.
Dublin. A little to the east.
Yes, a little to the east of Dublin. John Baricelli, Tyler Holden, Sono Baking, over on Tokenique Road. Is it the second location for Sono Baking now?
Well, we have 4 now, but that was actually our 3rd.
Okay, right. Because I certainly, how long you been on Tokenique Road now?
Tyler?
Almost a year now.
Almost a year, right? Fairly new. fairly new, but I know you did really successfully when you opened up, about 7 years ago or so?
We're 10 years old.
Where are your other stores?
Norwalk.
Norwalk?
It was the original, where we get the Sono from,
Yeah.
South Norwalk. And then we have one in Westport.
I was going to say, you have one in Westport,
And then
right?
we just opened a new one downtown Westport on Church Lane, 44 Church Lane.
Wow.
So the bacon business is good.
Describe good. Where's the barometer? 1 to 10?
I don't know. I mean, are you're the lights turn on in the morning when you get in? That's a good sign, I think.
That's positive.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. It's a fascinating business. I'll just leave it at that.
All right. Well,
What made you get into it?
Third generation. My grandfather, great grandfather were bakers. I don't know. My father was smart enough to get out of it, but I got back into it.
What's your favorite thing that you offer? 'Cause I
We
can
love
tell
our
you-
breads.
Yeah,
Our
your
breads are really
great.
special. Very unique and very baked fresh every morning. We never resell bread. We never resell breakfast pastries. We always give to the shelters,
that's
the
wonderful.
Gillespie House and the Norwalk Emergency Shelter. So, we try to stay within the communities that we live and work and, give back to whoever we can.
That's fabulous. Have you been?
I've been to the one in South Norwalk, definitely years ago, and a few times.
Right.
Especially because I went there for lunch. Because it's not just a bakery's not. You're not just making.
Tyler
scones
was
and-
there when he was 16. That's where we first found
Oh,
Tyler.
wow, wow.
His mother was one of our first customers, and then Tyler came in.
Oh yeah.
So
as soon as you turn 16, it's like here you go, and
5
now
years later.
5 years later, you're. So how early do you guys have to get up to start
Baking the bread.
Well, it depends, because tonight I actually don't go to sleep, so it's continual.
Now, why not? Because there's just so much to do, or
We have catering tonight. We do full-scale catering, in-house catering, and so that party will be over at 11, and I normally start at 12 on Saturday morning, so it's just going to be a continuous.
What do you use? Toothpicks to keep your
No,
eyes
you know
open?
what? It's half adrenaline and half, you got to get the stuff out.
Right.
There's no way around it. So.
Tell us about the catering. This sounds good to me.
We do in-house. Tyler's actually worked front of the house for us a couple times, but very high end. We have a great client list. People don't know that we cater. We kind of keep it on the slow side because parties are always on the weekends, and that's our worst time. It's when we're the busiest.
Right.
Well, we average about 1 million viewers.
Don't be alarmed.
So, you guys.
Is it really that
Everything's
much? You
gonna
guys have
change.
1 million viewers?
No, I mean
Your
maybe
phone's gonna be ringing.
Okay.
No, but we certainly
I'll deny it. I'll deny it. We don't cater.
We have a good audience. We'll say that these were actors, actually
Right.
just portraying Sono Bakery employees.
I have a SAG card. I really do.
So what else?
You have coffee too at the Westport.
Oh yeah.
Coffee, yeah.
Full
Coffee.
espresso
You
bar.
have the espresso bars.
Cappuccinos,
Yeah.
lattes, all
Yeah.
that. We do,
Cookies.
pastries,
I have to say I
cookies,
dipped into the
cakes.
cookies now and again.
Everything. It's like an old-fashioned full-scale bakery.
It
We do
is.
breads, pastries, tarts, cookies, and then we do farmers markets. Tomorrow we have a farmers market out in New Haven. So we're busy. We're
How many people do you have working with you?
75 now.
Wow.
Yeah, we're just over that threshold where.
You have to pay more taxes.
Exactly. And that funny word that people don't like to use, but I think it's great, Obamacare. So now we have to start offering insurance to all the employees and benefits and stuff like that.
Which
So-
is good. It helps bring in some good
Exactly,
employees, right?
exactly.
It tells us you're doing well. You got more people.
Road. I think it's road
You know,
here
do you ever watch Tyler the front or the back of the building? Because
Get a lot of back traffic. A lot of people in the back
Center
area
Street
there.
parking
Center
lot
Street,
over
yep.
there.
Correct.
And you got some cool historic buildings on that
Yeah.
Correct.
street. So
Correct.
it's
Johnny's
fun.
Record
Great
Store's right
neighbors,
next
Yeah. What haircut.
Yep.
And,
I mean, it's
6 and
36 and
Ass.
great, but it was in 19. Then my grandfather. Everything. They did Yeah. Health on
Tyler, thanks so much.
What's your
today.
retail? Now that we're
joining the Darien sales and family fun. And you come.
I'm not even kidding. Perhaps the people who Sono Bake.
Yeah. They're doing really good job over there.
Yeah. Out. And
really is.
I'm on a Fairfield chain.
I know that when here about Fairfield and they decided they wanted
We were
or not. This used to not be like this with these beautiful buildings. Your hair looks great.
Oh my
You know,
gosh!
go
National
down there,
TV.
you
I
go,
look
you
like
know.
I got a wig on.
I know. Denise does not have a wig on.
Thank
All
you.
right. Your hair looks great. So, gentlemen back there in the production booth, are we going to take a break? Yeah, we'll take a little
All
quick
right.
break.
We'll come
You're
right back.
watching the Darien Sidewalk Sales and Family Fun Days.
On handradio.com.
That's right.
And you can find us later on
Healthy,
YouTube.
confident smiles begin at Stratford Orthodontics. Conveniently located on Main Street, we are Stratford's hometown orthodontist. We offer the latest in orthodontic technology, including Damon braces and Invisalign. We always accept new patients. Call Tation 3 Main Street 203-375-8332 and online at stratfordsmile.com.
Did you know that taking dance lessons is a great date night idea? Arthur Murray Grand Ballroom of Greenwich is a fabulous place to learn to dance and meet new people. Located at 6 Lewis Street, our studio is staffed with professional instructors ready to teach you salsa, waltz, rumba, hustle, tango. There's a dance for every season. And we are rated #1 on the Knot.com. We are the wedding dance specialists. Take advantage of our new student offer, only $49. Call 203-769-1800. Visit us online at arthurmurraygreenwich.com.
It's grilling season, and Walter Stewart's Market is the nation's biggest pork rib, cut veggies, chilled, ice cold craft brews right next door. Walter Stewart's, your fresh local market. 229 Elm Street, New Canaan, and shop online for groceries and wine delivered to your door at stewartsmarket.com.
It's easy to advertise on hanradio.com. Reach 263 each month.
Event. Get your tickets. Be open. .org.
Hersam Acorn and hanradio.com.
We're back at the Darien Sidewalk Sales, and today we're welcoming Michelle
Gagnon.
of Coulet,
Provence. You did well.
I did okay?
Yes, you did.
Tell us a little bit about your business.
Well, we've been in this town for 16 years, and we mostly have imports from France. We have tabletop, dishes, tablecloth, and home decor like mirror and lamps. We are very known for our lamps. People love our light fixtures.
Wow.
Yeah, and then we have glasses, flatware. I mean, everything you need when you just want to
Make a beautiful. And so, how did you end up picking a beautiful town? Go home.
See the lawn.
Tell us more about the day, like purchasing most.
I appreciate the fact that we are French, authentic French, and our stuff is made in France, most of it, and it's unique because we are the only French store in town.
I think you're the only French store for a while around here, honestly.
Yeah, no, that's why I guess people. And then we are known for our French bistro chairs and stool.
Oh.
People love that, and they know they come to our place for these. And these are very trendy, but they're very practical as well.
Do you have like a sort of an event for each season when you bring new stuff in from France? Like, how do people know what's new and fabulous?
We do have newsletter, and we have a Facebook.
Your website?
It's couleurprovence.com.
Okay, I'm going to spell it COULER. You are. You could tell that I'm not French. Huh? PROVENCE.com.
That's right.
Are you a member of the chamber?
Of course.
Okay, so then I'm sure you can connect to your studio through the chamber website as well.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Michelle, you must draw a lot of people into town from all over, right?
Yes, actually we do. It's strangely enough, a lot of our good customers are not from town. But they come from the Westport, Greenwich, and around from New York State, and they do because of that particularity of you looking for French goods.
Yes, I have a few French friends in Fairfield. I'm going to tell them about your store.
Very
tell us
nice.
Your hours. When are you open?
We open Monday to Saturday, 10 to 5:30.
Every day.
Every day.
And what's your favorite thing in your store right now that you love?
My favorite thing, curiously enough, is not French. It's from Italy, but
oh, thank you.
Italy, they're in Europe now. It's our neighbor in France, of course, and they have this amazing line. They call it crystal cable.
Well,
that's why I'm saying that but people always come for the bright.
One 10.
Boston
Post. Okay.
Leon, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you. I'm glad.
We'll see you soon.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Guy, but nothing. To come on. Done. Live stream radio. Back.
Save a trip. Express urgent care. Open Monday through Saturday. survey in the Park building. 845-2070. Fast.
A variety of food trucks, hands-on activities, live music, a different theme every 15 energies. Be there as some of the world's best competed at the largest pro tennis event in New England. And catch famous players John McEnroe, James Blake, and more men's Legends event presented by PowerShares Series. It all adds up to one legendary week, August 21st through the 29th at the Connecticut Tennis Center in New Haven. Get your tickets at ctopen.org.
The long winter is finally astern. Bait is invading the harbors, coves, and inlets. Stripers, fluke, and porgies are on the move. In the streams and lakes, trout, smallmouth, largemouth, and walleye have moved out of hibernation. At the dock shop, it's all systems go. And now in 2 locations, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, and their newest location at 609 Riverside Avenue in and of course, dock shop.
For the latest in orthodontic technology, Damon braces and Invisalign. We always accept new patients. Call today to schedule a complimentary consultation. 203-375-8332. Stratford Orthodontics, 2499 Main Street, Stratford. 203-375-8332. And online at stratfordsmile.com.
Alliance. We are an industry leader in coordinating transportation for large events such as corporate roadshows, conferences, and special events. Our team of experts understands the dynamics and logistics of high-pressure situations and complex arrangements, all within a rapidly changing environment. Since 1999, we have added charter jets, event management, and personal protection to our to get extraordinary.
The toy box. Radio at the 2015 Darien Sidewalk Sales and Family Fun Days. Break on HANradio.com. And it's an absolutely beautiful day here in Darien. Good afternoon, everyone. A little past 1 o'clock. I'm Rob Adams, joined by Marty Hersam. Thankfully, we did not have the problem of wearing the same shorts, which we are known to do from time to time. So we've resolved that problem right off the bat. Yeah. But great to be with you here at Darien Sidewalk Sale and Family Fun Days. We've got some great guests over the next stretch of our coverage here in Darien at the corner, of course, of Corbin and the Post Road, US 1. And traffic's picked up, Marty. It looks great outside. I think we're right around 80. I think we've pushed over 80 degrees now.
I would think we pushed over 80, but it's a nice, it's very comfortable today as opposed to the last 2 days, which were, thick as soup. So.
And certainly credit to all the people behind the scenes today. Dan has been great. Eric Gendron, of course. Gunnar and Sean Adams and Andrew Frattaroli have all been around at one point or another, but we jump right back into having some guests with us, Marty.
Yeah, we certainly do, and with us right now, we've got Amanda Smith from Amanda Smith Caterers. Welcome, Amanda.
Thank you so much.
Amanda, great to see you. Tell us about what you do and what do you bring to this community?
Well, I have a catering company that's down the road. It's right across from the library, the Darien Library. We have a catering company that's a full-service catering company, but it's also en route. We have a dinner service, which is called En route, and you can order online up until 2 o'clock in the afternoon and pick up your dinner on the way home starting at 3:30.
Wow, I like that.
So you go from that sort of en route option and catering as well.
for dinner.
Friends and
one of the farm
difficult
to us. So
right.
Such a
well, basically, as seasonal produce you can, and you're working directly with farmers, so whatever they have available, that's what you're trying to offer the customer. So if you're looking for, let's say, apples now in the summer, you're really going to be getting apples that are imported from far away. So part of the thing is not only streamlining to help local producers, but also to take care of the environment, so that you're not bringing in things from, you know, thousands of miles away, burning a lot of gas and using that type of transport.
Sure.
So it's basically trying to do it as close to the seasons as possible, which is difficult in this country because we're so used to having everything all the time. So that's one of the more difficult things. Yeah.
But farm to table is not to be confused with organic, necessarily organic,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. Organic, there are a lot of small producers or farmers that are producing food organically, but they don't have the organic label.
Right.
And it doesn't make any difference, in truth, because they're still taking as much care in their product, but they have to spend an enormous amount of money in order to get that stamp of approval.
Right.
So it just means that it's grown locally, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about the larger events and the complexities of being a caterer when you're doing, like you said, 500 people?
Yeah. There's a lot of organization. You have a lot of lists that you follow, and you're checking off, and you're redoing the list all the time. You're making sure that everyone has all the information that they need in order to, you know, we have people that will work with us only on that one day of that event.
Right.
And you can't just sit down with them and explain everything to them. They need to know exactly what's going to be happening. So it's a lot of organization. And then in terms of the kitchen, we have to start days before producing all of this food in order for it to be already prepared for that many people.
And then you're working in different facilities. So sometimes you go from your kitchen, but you've got to do a prep in another kitchen that's may not be entirely familiar with.
Exactly.
Right?
Very often.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're very small, or sometimes something doesn't work, and so you have to figure it and you have to work around it.
Yeah.
You're also working with a lot of different companies. So you have the rental company, you have the staffing company, you have the transport company. All these things have to come together. It's almost like what you do.
Right.
You know, it's a production.
Yes.
And so instead of a stage, we have, people leading our food.
We may not be as organized as you. We're not good with lists, but or working with a net.
Well, you have computers and cameras and things.
How about the organization of getting ready for that, the folks who are going to get dinner from you? How about putting all that together?
Well, that's been a work in progress, because we've tried to see how many people will be ordering. Initially, we changed the menu every week.
Mm-hmm.
And so every week you get a new menu, but then we found that was inefficient for us in the kitchen, because then if we didn't sell something, then we were left with it. So now we're doing it, and then also people expected. They really like certain things, and they were upset the next week if it wasn't available.
Right.
So what we started doing was, so now we change the menu about every 2 months, and then we add specials every week, just depending on what's... And then for that we have to make sure that we have the packaging ready, and basically what it is we have recycled packages that you can put in the oven. So in truth, you can get home with your food and then just pop it in the oven, and 10 minutes later you can actually be eating. You don't have to do anything to it. You just have to take off of the thing and put it in the oven and eat.
Sounds perfect.
I like it.
So let's talk about how people can find you and contact you.
Well, website is the best. It's Amanda Smith Caterers with an S at the end.com. We also have, to go directly to the menu, it's En Route Dinners with an S also .com. And we're just down the Post Road, right across from the Darien Library. And we're open during the week from 10 a.m. until 6.
Great.
And then on the weekends by appointment.
And you're also on Facebook and Instagram as well.
Yes, we are.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Amanda Smith from Amanda Smith Caterers.
Thank you so much
for spending time with us.
Amanda, thank you so much. 80 degrees, and we're calling it partly cloudy, but it's just beautiful outside. In fact, Kate Chaplinsky is giving us the indication that it really is a stunning day here, and we can see it for sure. It's just it's beautiful here today with bright blue skies overhead and some puffs of clouds, but nothing to get too excited about as we thank Amanda for her time, and our next guest will come in here in a moment. And you're just missing a great day if you don't come down here to Darien. It's just an absolutely great day, as we said. Plenty of things to do all up and down the Post Road. All the businesses are open, and it's about giving to the community. It's about being part of the community, and that's why you want to do this, Marty.
Absolutely, Rob. And now we have another guest.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi. This is Elaine McCleary from Kirby and Company.
Yep.
We are at 1029 Post Road.
You got it. We're a brand new store. We just opened right before Christmas, and we're excited to be part of Darien.
Well, tell us all about your store.
Well, we are a home design and decor.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Where we specialize in caffeine and sugar.
Nice.
Some of the best parts of the meal. So we do all homemade treats. We serve French macaroons. We serve miniature cookie sandwiches, ganache filled. We serve wonderful brownies and chocolates.
Wow.
And you can come in and have coffee and tea as well with a friend.
Well, good being here, everyone.
Yeah.
I know. I should have come here with my samples, but you'll have to come back to the store to get it. But in the front of the store, we have really fun gifts for both men and women, and really great flourishes for finishing your home. So lots of fun accessories and gifts.
What made you want to come to
here? And when this space opened up, I knew it was sort of my dream to have my own store. But space came available on the Post Road, I knew this is where I wanted to be. I wanted to be right in the heart of downtown.
And so you wanted to open a store, but were you in home decor previously and confections?
Well, I come from a long line of butter and sugar with a mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother who were all bakers. So most of the things in the cafe are actually family recipes, so it's really fun to be able to serve things that I grew up enjoying.
Right.
But I also was a creative director for a company in Stamford called Jaliska for about 13 years. So sort of honed my craft there of design.
Cool.
So definitely fun to do it on my own, but loved being there as well.
So who actually creates all these confections in the back?
They're all family recipes, but we have a pastry chef in our outside kitchens where we make everything in Stamford, and then we bring everything in fresh every morning to the cafe.
Oh, wow.
We'd love to bake on site, but we just don't have enough room.
Right.
Yeah, but we do have seating both inside and out, so people can come and enjoy, and we have quite a following, especially of middle school girls who come from Middlesex Middle School. We have kind of like the 13-year-old club in the afternoons. They come mostly because we have sort of become very famous for our selfie wall, our Instagram wall, which has become quite popular with all the teens in town. So if you come in and you take a really funny selfie along our wall, and you post it on Instagram, the next time you come in, if you tag us, you become part of our Sweet Tooth list. So all the girls, after they post, the next time they come, they get a free treat.
So where do they find you on Instagram?
Oh, you can find us on Instagram. It's really easy. It's Kirby_and_company. And it's really fun. We have a really faithful group of followers, and they post some of the funniest pictures. So we have every week, there's always new glasses in the back to get all dressed up and take a selfie.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so definitely come in. We expect you guys to come.
Yes, we will be
take a really funny selfie. Yeah. Actually, it's funny. A lot of people have found us who live in town by our Instagram account.
No kidding.
That's funny.
They're like, we hadn't even known you were in downtown Darien, but their kids have posted, and so we kind of we specialize in a lot of things for all ages.
Terrific marketing idea.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it's terrific. Yeah,
it's fun. It's fun. So we expect a selfie day from you guys.
Yes,
we
absolutely.
hope you'll get on our Sweet Tooth list so that you can have hopefully a free treat before the end of the day.
Where else can you be found on social media?
We are on Facebook. We are also on Twitter. But we really are big on Instagram, so definitely check us out there. We definitely post things that are exclusive on Instagram for people.
Right.
And we're working on an online store now, and hopefully we'll launch it this fall.
Oh, cool.
So that people outside of Darien can find us.
All right.
Yeah.
Elaine McCleary,
Nice
Kirby
to
and
talk
Company.
to you
Nice
guys.
to meet you, and nice to
Thank
talk
you
to you.
so much.
All right.
As we continue on here, 80 degrees, partly cloudy. Tonight, clear and 66, sunny and 83 for tomorrow. It's just a great weekend. Sunday's supposed to be just as nice. So that is great news, and certainly great news for everybody here in Darien as they're trying to make the most of the sidewalk sale and family fun days, and there's a lot of fun to be had all up and down the Post Road. We saw the Stilt Walker go by before. We had we of course saw a storm come by before from the Bridgeport Sound Tigers. So we've had a little bit of everything out here.
We have indeed. And now we have the king of the Yankee Fisherman Show, Mike.
I need to be
bum.
Used to shop, Mike.
Well, we a lot of effort in finding products that are different and products that you won't find in every shop and every souvenir shop along a boardwalk. Second is we target and specialize in things made in the U.S., and more than 50% of our products that are made in the U.S. are made right here in New England. So we buy small quantities from small vendors who are literally building stuff at their homes,
right,
in some cases, and that makes it kind of fun, and that makes it unique.
And before we go on about the dock shop, and we will go on about it, I heard you had an incident yesterday at the store.
We did. We had a well, I don't know if you'd call it a runaway tent or a runaway truck, but we had a truck come around the corner and pick up one of our tents and pull it down the road, and fortunately no one was hurt. Everything ended up okay.
And did you lose any merchandise? Or?
We didn't. No,
good.
Some stuff got wet because unfortunately it happened when it was raining, but other than that, we're okay.
So we did a remote at your new Westport store in May, right? And it really is our lifestyle. Both shops are all lifestyle. So can you talk a little bit about, because fishermen are all zealots. We know one very well at our office. And talk about how you support that lifestyle within the store.
Well, we do, and one of the things that we thought hard about when we opened the dock shop was we wanted to create an atmosphere that people feel like when they walk in the store that they're on vacation.
Right.
People tell us all the time, oh, this reminds me of Block Island, or it reminds me of Montauk or Nantucket.
Right.
But our client base lives locally. They're here. So we
Right.
see them often. We don't just see them once a year like a normal souvenir shop does. So we try to give you that beach, that vacation atmosphere when you come into the store. We change things around a lot. We redecorate it. We move fixtures. We move merchandise. And bring in new merchandise quite often to support that. It's funny how the two stores contrast each other, because Westport again is more of a hardline tackle shop, but we still do have probably close to 1,000 square feet of the boutique type stuff as well. So that makes it fun, and it's just, look, we live here. Okay, we've got the barrier islands. We've got a great shoreline. And that's, I think, whether people want to admit it or not, that's really why we're here and why we stay. So if you like it, and it's a part of you, and it has been with me since I was a little kid. That I've never been far from the beach, and I want to keep it with me year round. The dock shop lets you do that. It's not just a summertime deal.
Yeah.
Are you able to go cast a line at any time? Are you able to find some time to relax?
I do. Unfortunately, it's at some ungodly hours. Usually I find myself on the water at 4 a.m., but no, I do. I try to get out, because I don't think it's a very smart thing if a guy who owns 2 tackle shops doesn't go fishing.
Sure.
and try to find out what's out there and what's going on.
Right.
It's been a great spring, by the way. It's been a really good
Which
spring.
does speak to one of the things that you and I talked about at that Westport, at your Westport grand opening, which is the expertise that you guys offer, the local knowledge and the knowledge of the products that you sell in the store for the hardcore fishermen.
Right, and that knowledge comes not just from us and our staff.
Right.
I mean, we have a certified captain on board. We've got a guy that ties his own flies and makes his own lures and own rigs. And I've been fishing since I was 4 years old. I mean, we actually live the life that we promote. But we are also, like I said, we work with very small vendors. Right. So on any given day in the shop, you'll meet a guy who makes custom fishing rods for us. another guy who makes custom lures for us, and we have several of them.
Right.
So they're around. You get an opportunity to talk to them as well and see what they're doing. And you buy a lure and you can read what the back of the package says.
Sure.
Or you can talk to the guy who made it.
Right.
And figure out how to fish it. So I think that adds a little bit to it.
You've got it all. Mike
We try
Lascala
to.
from the Dock
Really
Shop here in Darien and now in Westport.
Cool.
Thank you
very
for your
much, guys.
support
I
for us.
appreciate it.
And
Thanks so much,
Thank
Mike.
you, man. It's
Great
good
to
to see
see
you
you.
both
Always.
again.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Just a beautiful day, as we keep saying, here in Darien, as we come to you on this now Friday afternoon, and that's a great sound as well. This will be going on all weekend, right up until, I believe, 5 o'clock every day. Is that what I heard?
Yep.
That's great. I mean, it's so good to be here. Second year in a row, they've had great weather, at least for our appearance, so we're very fortunate.
Yes, we are. And Rob, now we're joined by one of my favorite guests, Erica Jessup.
Good afternoon.
Erica
Hi.
Jessup from Helen Ainson.
Good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon.
Good to see you, Erica.
Nice to see you too, especially on a bright sunny day like this with breeze and
Yeah.
no humidity. Couldn't be
Yes.
better. Couldn't be better.
Beautiful day. Now, Erica, you're a cornerstone store here in Darien. Always have been, and you and I talk about this often when we
Right.
actually see each other. But
Right.
also I'd like to say a genius marketer and
Thank
a
you.
great brand builder.
That's because I believe in advertising.
Thank God.
Yeah, I told you. I tire Hersam Acorn and make speeches about why ads work.
We'll be glad to have you. Erica is since you opened, you've been a big believer in advertising, and that's how you built the brand Helen
Right.
Ainson that was on the tip of everyone's tongue, remains on the tip of everyone's tongue because of your tour de force of advertising and all kinds of media.
Thank you. Yeah, radio is great, and newspapers are not dead and gone, even though some people think they are, but they're not. And magazines, honestly, I'm not sure which is better. I mean, if you have money for them all, it's great. But I mean, But some people say that
Newspaper
people
websites.
don't read the papers. But I was just talking to your former editor, Josh Fisher, and I said that all the moms in town, they look at what's going on with the sports for the kids, what's happening in the nursery schools, they want to read the police reports just in case anybody was drunk driving. I mean, they want to see what's going on in the churches, and everybody wants to know what's happening in town, especially once a week paper that you live in the town of New Canaan or Darien, so
Yes.
I believe it. I mean, I get a lot of traffic because of the ads when I advertise.
Well, let's talk about Helen Ainson.
Okay. I love that subject.
So let's talk about what's inside and what's new and what's happening.
Well, right now we're having, of course, our wonderful annual sidewalk sale and family fun days till the end of the day on Saturday. And most of the things in the store are 55 to 75% off. And so we're having that's on jewelry and handbags and cocktail dresses and sportswear and additionally, a few of our new arrivals for fall, like our beautiful fur coats and our fake fur coats, we have 20% off for 3 days only.
All right.
If you can think that far ahead, but now being in the retail business, we start getting our fall merchandise in June. So we don't put it out until after sidewalk sales are over, but we'll have lots of beautiful fall things when you get tired of being at the beach and being in the hot sun, you can come and shop at Helen Ainson and find the fall special, see what's new on trend for the coming season.
That's a topic I wanted to hit right there. Trends. How are you able to adjust to trends? How do you stay on top of trends?
Well, I go to 5 international trade shows a year in the city, and I actually go to New York almost every week, just shopping the different manufacturers and finding what's new and exciting. And they're always having they are having everything so much in advance. I mean, now I'm going to be looking at spring soon, spring of next year. So, reading the magazines in Women's Wear Daily and shopping the market. So, I've been doing. I have my store here in Darien. I have to say for 38 years, but who's counting?
That's amazing.
But,
so great.
But anyway, we're very known for evening wear and special occasion dressing. So people come from all over the state for that. But we do have fun other things too. So.
And Darienne's been great to you, obviously, for a long time.
It's been very wonderful. And the sidewalk sales is such a fun event. I know that you've been talking about this for this past couple hours, but there's wonderful music and food trucks and a stilt man and face painting and bargains. And if anybody hasn't come down today, come down tomorrow. It's going to be great too.
And lastly, Erica, you've also been a staunch supporter of the community as well as not just a merchant, but someone who really supports the community. Can you talk a little about how important that is?
I think that when I opened my business in the late 70s, in the early 80s, as soon as I had an opportunity to take a little time away from the store, I joined the chamber. My dear friend Tom McKiernan in town from Abercrombie Byrne McKiernan told me that that's the thing I should do. So I said, okay. I was like only in my 20s and I wasn't sure what to do. But I joined the chamber and I made so many connections and not only acquaintances, but like I never realized how networking really helps you a lot in business. And I thought, well, the town has been so good to me as far as people shopping in my store that I should give back to the town. So I was on the board of the chamber for many, many years and president of the retail committee. And actually for the past 20-something years, I've run the sidewalks, co-chaired the sidewalk sale and family fun days, and done a lot of other volunteer opportunities because I think it's good to give back to the town that was so good to me.
Well, you certainly have, and countless hours, and Darienne's all the better for it. So
Thank you, Marty.
Erica Jensen from Helen Ainson, thank you for this little time. And we are going to take a break right now at the Darien Sidewalk Sales and Fun Family Days.
79, 80 degrees now here in Darien, so we will pause for a break and continue on here on HANradio.com and streaming live on the Hersam Acorn Network.
It's Lots of Characters, specializing in children's birthday parties with your child's favorite characters. When you want to party hardy, when you need to celebrate, call us, we won't be late. We help create lasting memories for you and your child on their special day. Call us at 203-590-1791 or visit our website at lotsofcharacters.org for more information and to see our party packages. Lots of Characters, 203-590-1791 or online at lotsofcharacters.org.
Located in the heart of picturesque downtown Ridgefield at 13 Governor Street, Colby's is the area's premier retailer for blinds, shades, shutters, and draperies, and is one of the select few Hunter Douglas Gallery dealers. A family-owned and operated company, Colby's experienced staff will work with you in choosing the best treatments for your home or office and offer free measuring and expert installation. Colby's also carries an extensive line of decorative fabrics including Schumacher, Durley, Tebow, and more. Or browse over 400 books in our wallpaper library from famous designers such as Stroheim, Schumacher, Ralph Lauren, Tebow, and York. Take advantage of our Fashion in Motion savings event with savings and rebates on Hunter Douglas shades with Power Rise technology. Colby's of Ridgefield. We are committed to your complete satisfaction. 203-438-8531.
The long winter is finally astern. Bait is invading the harbors, coves, and inlets. Stripers, fluke, and porgies are on the move. In the streams and lakes, trout, smallmouth, largemouth, and walleye have moved out of hibernation. At the dock shop, it's all systems go. And now in 2 locations, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, and their newest location at 609 Riverside Avenue in Westport. Bait, tackle, apparel, and of course, all the marine and nautical accessories that they're known for are ready for you at the dock shop. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport. Visit us at dockshop.com.
Kycote Rockefeller Estate is Westchester County's top cultural attraction and is now open for the season. Don't miss out. Go online to hudsonvalley.org to plan your visit. Take a drive out to beautiful Sleepy Hollow, New York, and enjoy Kycote's stunning architecture, breathtaking gardens, expansive art galleries, and commanding Hudson River views. From world-class art by Picasso and Warhol to expertly tended gardens, there's something for everyone. Kycote Rockefeller Estate. a National Trust for Historic Preservation landmark.
Now you can keep up with what's happening in Darien with the convenience of the Darien Times Online. Your choice. Print or digital subscription for just $45 a year. Or get the print and digital bundle for just $10 more, $55 a year. To subscribe to the Darien Times, go to hersamsecure.com/CIRC or call the circulation department at 203-894-3388. The Darien Times, now in print and online. Don't miss a single issue. Subscribe today.
You're listening to Hersam Acorn Radio.
I think things are getting a little out of hand here in Darien.
I think so.
Based on all the cameras I see heading out into the sidewalk. Hersam, I'm Rob Adams, and a great day out here. 81 degrees now with blue skies overhead, and another guest has joined us.
He certainly has. He fell out of his office across the street and rolled right under our tent. It's Bruce Baker from William Pitt Sotheby's.
Thank you, Marty.
Bruce, welcome.
That's great to be here. How cool is this?
Yeah, it's terrific.
I mean, really, look at the tent.
It is. Sidewalk sale.
The deals.
Right.
Yeah. You know, I mean, everybody's out, everybody's happy, everybody's smiling. It's a beautiful day. Great day to sell a house.
Yeah, it is a great day to sell a house. Speaking of selling houses, and let's just get right to it.
Yeah.
I can't remember who the number one agent at Sotheby's was last year, 2014.
Let me help you.
Who was that?
Are you talking Darien, Rowayton, or the company?
I'm talking Darien.
Well, that was me.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm talking
weird.
company-wide.
Company-wide?
Yes.
Last year? That was me. Yeah, that was me. I mean,
we were talking. I couldn't figure out who it was.
It must have been those ads I ran in Hersam.
It certainly was.
It just draws them in, like, you know, you can't get enough of them, you know. Really, the color. It's
yes, that's what we do. That's
beautiful.
what we do. So let's talk a little bit about the market right now as it stands in Darien.
Yeah, it's very interesting right now, obviously, because I know you're up on it. The market is, I would call it wonderfully inconsistent. You would think that based on the economic indicators, the interest rates, you know, people feeling generally, the sense of people feeling a little better about things, that we'd be, you know, really rolling. And the numbers look like we're okay. I mean, numbers look like we're basically flat, but if you look behind the numbers, you know, you see a lot of one-offs, you see sweet spots like for us, you know, 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, there's more inventory than we're used to, and people aren't jumping. And, you know, all my fellow colleagues were sitting here scratching heads, you know, coming up with their own theories, which mean nothing, you know, at the end of the day, you know, but it makes us feel better about why this might be. I mean, there was, listen, we did have a winter that went on for a long time. We had snow in April,
yeah,
you
we
know,
did.
so there were a lot of the sellers put their properties on late.
Right.
And there were a lot of good sales early on in the year, but then, you know, things started piling on all of a sudden, and I think the buyers felt like, well, hey, you know, maybe I can wait and see. Maybe there's more. I mean, how good does this get? And so they held back, and now that we're kind of off that inventory coming on, and so hopefully, although it's late, we are hoping that July and August will be good months. And so far, the activity has picked up a little bit, but, you know, a lot of people like to do this in July and August.
Sure.
They sure do.
Yeah, they sure do. So, you know, with Darien, Bruce, and I'm sort of stating the obvious, but, you know, you've got this, like a lot of Connecticut's coastal towns, but Darien's sort of unique in itself in that, you know, you have this beautiful bucolic town that you may not know until you get to it, this amazing coastline.
Yeah.
And some stunning properties at numbers that are astronomical from a listing price.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about what it's like to run sort of both ends of the inland and shoreline real estate market.
Well, my focus is Darien and Rowayton.
Right.
My attitude has always been, as part of my, you know, initial bullet point plan, was, you know, I need to know this area like no one else, and I've helped because I've lived here so long. And even if I have someone in New Canaan or in Westport, you know, I could drive them up and do that, but I really would rather refer that to someone who has the same passion for that I do. But in terms of your question directly, one of the things I love about the shoreline here compared to, you know, there's a story that goes that the glacier came across Long Island, which is why they have sandy beaches, and it dumped all the rocks here. All right, and what that does for us, it gives us these really interesting inlets and coastlines that are, that are very. You use the word bucolic. But when you get into an area like Tokenique and you see these humongous, rocks, and you're looking up at them, and those end up being settings for beautiful properties.
Right.
And one of the unique things about Darien is it's not just all about the big houses, because we attract a lot of people coming up from New York, coming up who are looking for their kids. This town really, in my opinion, is all about the kids, which is very appropriate because you're outside, the toy store, which is perfect. And the kids, education, small community, social events, volunteer events, which we have more of than most other towns around us, really make it a destination place to come.
Right.
But we don't do a ton of advertising for, you got to come to Darien. People found out about it over the years. And there's entry level. And then a lot of people, normally about 30% of our business is people who get here and then they want to move up, as they can. And one of the advantages that we have over New Canaan, which I always like, besides the tunnel they haven't built to the beach yet, but we won't get to that.
I've heard rumors about that.
Yeah, well, one of the advantages we have is that, when the post road was built, whenever that was, in the 1700s, or not built, but when it was a dirt path, people wanted to live closer to the thoroughfare. So the tradesmen, et cetera, they carved out their little properties, around the post road.
Right.
Well, what that's given us, fast forward for so many years, is smaller parcel properties that even for what we offer are good entry level. Whereas New Canaan, because that was farmland, and not picking on New Canaan, I love New Canaan. I love New Canaan. I'm so tired of hearing about this picture postcard street. It's so like, blah, 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 which is why I came up with a tunnel to but the the thing that's different is that was farmland, and so the farmland created big to have.
You just sort of quickly about the school system. You it intimately. You raised three daughters.
Thank you.
Three
yes,
daughters.
You have
here?
a good memory. Yes.
Talk about the school system a little bit and what it's like to sort of bring them all the way through it.
Well, it's funny. I have a good friend who's a client who is involved in charter schools. And when we got the ranking that we did of being, one of the best school systems in the state, I said to him, okay, I said, what's the deal? I mean, what makes I know my kids benefited from it, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But he said to me, Bruce, what makes a good school is the parent involvement in the appropriate manner. And he said, Darien has done an outstanding job of allowing parents to be participatory in the development of the educational system without being overbearing.
Right.
And I get that. There's a good balance. And so over time, what that's done for us, and plus the infrastructure, which is very important.
Right.
Because we are the way our government is run here, we were very fiscally responsible. So we're on budget. So the budgets that are allocated for things like the $80 million high school that we built several years ago, state of the art, really have not bumped their taxes up.
Right.
Which also becomes a factor that people really want. They say, hey,
Sure.
I can live here. I don't have to pay exorbitant taxes.
Sure.
The other 5 elementary schools, which are neighborhood schools, which is also important because, when you grow up, you want to feel comfortable around your neighborhood and go to school with your friends. And then from that point, they all go to one middle school that was totally redone and is magnificent.
Right.
And the staff at that school gets what's going on at middle school. Because
Yeah.
as you know, that's where it all happens. It's
Yeah.
like the first,
Sure do.
I am free, I'm not a kid anymore,
Right, yeah.
they think.
Yeah.
And the principal, is outstanding. They really get a handle on what that's all about. And then when they go to the high school, of course, they aren't feeling such a big deal. They're like scared to death.
Right,
it's like,
right.
so they have a mentoring program to the kids from the high school come down and say, hey, it's not so bad. Let me show you around and let me trail you and make you feel more comfortable over time. And the other thing I wanted to share is my eldest daughter, Sarah, she's now, I've got 2 grandchildren. She's going to be 34. And which is just ridiculous.
That's mind-boggling.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Wow.
So I said to her when I got into real estate, which was only in 2006, I said, okay, I'm going to sell real estate now. So was it worth it? Was it worth it going to this? All the stuff about Darien and how beautiful it is. You went to school here. Was it great? or what? What am I going to tell my clients?
Right.
And she said, Dad, it's not about what you think. You think the cars, the this, the that, the houses, the boats. No, it's not about being beautiful. It's about the people that I met and the families that I became close to that down the road offered me access into opportunities that I might never have explored. I was like, wow, man, you are grown up. This is like cool.
Yeah.
So I credit Darien for that. I credit that, and a lot of that has to do, of course, the way the kids are brought up. But
Absolutely.
for my kids, they took full advantage of that. We traveled a lot. We balanced what we have here with the mission trips and the things to keep the kids balanced with, what life is. It's not all like this,
Right.
It's not.
Yep.
But if you do that, I think you got a really good shot.
Absolutely.
Bruce,
Bruce, great talking to you. Bruce
Thank
Baker
you.
from William Pitt Sotheby, Darien's #1 realtor in 2014.
Yay! That might not be, a lot of other great real estate agents out there, but I will take the applause. Thank you.
Thank you for spending some time with us.
You're welcome.
We're out for a break as we continue on from here in Darien. As Bruce steps out, so do we. 81 degrees, beautiful, sunny Friday afternoon. We continue right after this on HANradio.com and streaming live on the Hersam Acorn Network.
Healthy, confident smiles begin at Stratford Orthodontics. Conveniently located on Main Street, we are Stratford's hometown orthodontist. We offer the latest in orthodontic technology, including Damon braces and Invisalign. We always accept new patients. Call today to schedule a complimentary consultation. 203-375-8332. Stratford Orthodontics, 2499 Main Street, Stratford. 203-375-8332. And online at stratfordsmile.com.
Did you know that taking dance lessons is a great date night idea? Arthur Murray Grand Ballroom of Greenwich is a fabulous place to learn to dance and meet new people. Located at 6 Lewis Street, our studio is staffed with professional instructors ready to teach you salsa, waltz, rumba, hustle, tango. There's a dance for every season. And we are rated #1 on the knot.com. We are the wedding dance specialists. Take advantage of our new student offer, only $49. Call 203-769-1800. Visit us online at arthurmurraygreenwich.com.
It's grilling season, and Walter Stewart's Market is your local destination for the finest grill-ready certified Angus beef strip steaks, skirt steaks, 100% grass-fed ribeyes, all-natural pork ribs, Arthur Ave-style kebabs, fresh-cut veggies, delicious grab-and-go salads, chilled rosé wine, and ice-cold craft brews right next door. Walter Stewart's, your fresh local market. 229 Elm Street, New Canaan, and shop online for groceries and wine delivered to your door at stewartsmarket.com.
It's easy to advertise on HANradio.com, reach 263,000 listeners each month with our sports programming and talk programming. Call Marianne Hersam at 203-417-5199.
August means tennis in Connecticut, and the top players are going to be at the Connecticut Open, presented by United Technologies. Live music, food trucks, plus the superstars of women's tennis and the men's Legends event, presented by the Power Shares Series, August 21st through the 29th. Get your tickets at ctopen.org.
Hersam Acorn and HANradio.com.
Welcome back to Darien. I'm Rob Adams. Marty Hersam has stepped out for a moment. 81 degrees, sunny, beautiful, gorgeous Friday afternoon. In fact, partly cloudy. Forget about that. The clouds are basically gone. It's just a great day out here. And really, what is being in Darien without having the editor of the Darien Times stop by for a couple of minutes? Our good friend Susan Schultz is right alongside of us. Susan, good afternoon.
Hey there.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Oh, I'm pleasantly surprised to see you.
Yes.
Or something.
I'm glad to be here.
First of all, let's talk newspaper for a moment, and the newspaper with, sidewalk sale. Let's step into that for a moment.
Yeah, well, the sidewalk sales are a great event for families and for shoppers, especially to shop local, because we know the New England winters are very tough, and a lot of times these local businesses take a lot of hits during the snow time. So it's really great for people to come out and do all their local shopping and support downtown, which is such a vibrant part of the Darien community.
And the paper is obviously, I'll say it since you won't, you do a great job with it, and Kevin Webb, your reporter, is just outstanding. I know we're losing Aaron Marsh,
yes,
but certainly want to mention Aaron as well. But you and Kevin and with Aaron, do a phenomenal job covering this town.
Thank you. It's a challenging town. It's definitely got its ups and downs, but, we enjoy doing it. It's a really fun town to cover. It is never boring.
No, that is for sure. It is never boring. Now, on the other side of your world, of course, you have done this. Your latest book has come out. It's called Dirt, and it is the third in what has just been a great series going back to the blacksmith and to Jesse as well. And I'm very proud to say that I've read all three of them. And they just are so good. If you enjoy some mystery, some horror, an element of goth to it, I mean, it's never easy to summarize what your books are. Can you summarize them?
I don't know. Can I summarize them? Maybe Samantha can summarize them.
Samantha from Full Fathom 5, the publisher, in fact, is here with us as well. Samantha, can you summarize Susan's writing for us?
Sure. It's eerily dark. It's ethereal. It's commercial, and it really relates to almost everyone who reads it. You don't have to be a horror fan. There's elements of romance. It's dark. I think that it's so easy for someone to grab and sort of hook onto.
What attracted Full Fathom to Susan?
It's really that commercial sort of appealing to everyone type of writing, because that's what we publish, that summer reading, you're on the beach, you want something that you can get drawn into, that's easy and just written so beautifully and easy to connect to.
How are something like Susan's writing, what is the approach to get it out there to folks so that on it?
It's primarily digital. It's really about finding those communities online who are reading that type of work, who likes horror, who likes quick reads, who likes short story collections, and you can find those people and try to promote with them, and it's not costing money, it's finding fans and really appealing to that fan base.
Right. I'm always curious about the process, and Susan's had me read little things here and there, but I'm not all that good when it comes to being an editor of such things, so it goes on to you. Take me through the process of that. Your eyes seeing it, the editing of it, and going back to Susan and saying it needs a little something else. And you seem to have this kind of, just from what I've gathered in talking to Susan, there's this sense that you have of reading her, not only the words, but there's something almost telepathically in what you're getting out of her writing.
Sure, there's more than one step to the process, and a lot of people think of editing as, making that sentence sound good. But the first thing you do is you read the entire piece and you feel what's missing. Is there a theme that's running through it? The blacksmith has such a strong theme, you know what's happening, so is every single next novella giving you that same sense? And so we talk back and forth without notes in the manuscript first, before we move on to that point, so she can sort of revise and restructure based on just an element of, I didn't have this feeling and I wanted to. I should feel creeped out here, happy here. Yeah.
Susan, let's go back to the writing process. I've obviously interviewed you many times before about your writing, and you've been on with some of our other programs. Take me through, for folks who haven't seen it, haven't heard it, take me through the process. Don't give away your secrets, of course, but kind of step through how you get these stories to life.
It's really kind of hard to describe. It's kind of just, things that move me. Maybe even I have a dream or something like that. It's just, the blacksmith kind of started with, I live in a really old house, which is very reminiscent of Ainsley's house in the story. And, all the houses behind our house were demolished into themselves. Mm-hmm. So when it would rain, all these artifacts of people's lives would wash up sometimes. And I just started thinking about things buried under the surface. What kind of story could be there? And also I had a lot of things in the blacksmith that happened to me when I was a kid that reminded me of, sometimes you feel more comfortable talking to the dead than you do the living. So all of that kind of came together in the blacksmith. And then because it was kind of short, and because I feel like there were other stories to be told, it kind of worked out when I started talking to Samantha about, doing a collection where stories all sprung out from, the first one. And one of the big things that people said to me when they read The Blacksmith was they really wanted to know more about the cemetery and the people in the cemetery.
I agree.
And so that's where Jesse comes from. You know?
I will say that that's what drew me originally to the story. I'm from Connecticut. I was born and raised right near one of those really old historical graveyards, and so I was immediately able to connect with the scene that you had portrayed in The Blacksmith beyond just the emotions and what was happening with the characters.
I'm always fascinated by the whole process and by talking to you about the process, even asking you about where the characters, even the names, where do they come from, and you've developed these names that there's something to them. I don't want to stretch and say iconic yet, but to me, they're in our friendship, in our business relationship, they've become iconic because we talk about them so much.
Right.
Where do they come from?
Well, the names are really, really probably one of the most important things to me. And Ainsley's name obviously was really important, and I feel like names evoke something. So when you hear, to me, Ainsley, there's just, obviously the obvious pain. And just the Ainsley to me, and I've described this to someone before, it reminds me of painful wind chimes, like blowing through the sound.
Sure.
And Jessie, I feel like Jessie's name just was really appropriate for her because it was simple. It was a name that came from that era. And it was just, I just feel like she's so small. It was just a little name. And then Lila, obviously, I felt like had to be a strong name. And also, obviously, if you read the story, there's a lot about burying. And I really wanted a name that was based in a flower that would, so...
And how about Sam? Is that based on me?
Good answer.
Nice.
I like that. Very well played. And we should explain. Now, first of all, explain what era specifically Jessie is in for folks who
Jessie's,
don't know.
I would say, in the, late 19th century.
Right.
So, 1900 even, I would say.
Yeah.
About then. So
where Dirt is more so about, and there's a lot of you in this, I can say this, that as a journalist, that's what it's about.
Yep.
Lila is a journalist, a community reporter.
Mm-hmm.
She does not necessarily work for the Darien Times per se, but still.
But she faces a community reporter, I think, faces different challenges than a bigger tabloid reporter does because, a community reporter, you have to report the stories while still being a part of the community and not alienating the community. And a lot of the people that you work with and for are friendly with the community. And I think that's kind of what Lila faces in that story is how to balance it out. She wants to tell a story, but she's, not able to because, who wants to hear the secret behind a monster? It's a monster, and there's no reason to question that.
Right.
That's why Dirt is my favorite because you can tell how much of you put into it, and also because it's really about publishing and getting words out there.
That's
and so
right.
it's what I can relate to as well.
How about getting words out there to the people of Darien and beyond? How about that? How do we do this? How do we get the word out about these books?
Well, you can find them all on fullfathom5.com. We have a store, and they're also available from every online retailer.
Yep.
We're coming out with a collection of all the books, so there's different ways you can buy them, different formats.
Yep. I'm excited about that. It's going to be great.
Yep, available in libraries nearby, promoted by bookstores nearby.
Now, you are a Darien company. We should mention that as well.
Yep.
What else does Full Fathom 5 have? Give us an idea in terms of other titles, other things that, go ahead and promote Full Fathom for a moment.
Sure. We love publishing that type of commercial fiction that people just really want to read, and it's so competitive to publish books in the publishing industry. So can you find something that you really love and just display it toward, an audience that's going to love it?
And I'm going to interrupt just long enough because it's going to drive through the shot. A hearse goes through the shot now.
Perfect.
You can't, and Eric Gendron, great directing over there, you cannot make this up. Didn't mean to cut you off, Samantha. Please continue.
No, I just saw where you were looking and was entranced. We have something for the niche that you love. So if it's romance, if it's horror combined with romance, if it's fantasy, if it's something for the teenager inside you or for your actual teenager, they span the genres and they span the age range. And so you can really sort of find what you're looking for. And then what we love to do is promote those things together.
Right.
Susan writes great horror. Let's combine that with our other horror amazing authors, Nicole Arlen, Asher Ellis, who's written this amazing sort of backwoods thriller. And so we can kind of hit what people love and give them more and more.
I know in talking to you how excited you get. I know it's a process for you. It's an emotional roller coaster, but it's been a heck of a ride for you.
Yes. It's been a heck of a ride for us, right?
And you can find that giveaway right on our blog.
That's
I think
right.
it's fullfathom5.com, and then look at our blog.
Yes.
That's great.
That's great.
Great to see both of you. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, Rob.
Here in Darien. And you keep up the great work as well. Thank you so much. So nice to meet you.
Thank you. It was great to meet you.
Susan, Samantha, we're out for a break. We continue on from here in Darien. Beautiful day. Come on down to the Darien Sidewalk Sales and Family Fun Days as we roll on here on HANradio.com and streaming live on the Hersam Acorn Network.
It's lots of characters. Specializing in children's birthday parties with your child's favorite characters. When you want to party hardy, when you need to celebrate, call us, we won't be late. We help create lasting memories for you and your child on their special day. Call us at 203-590-1791 or visit our website at lotsofcharacters.org for more information and to see our party packages. Lots of Characters, 203-590-1791 or online at lotsofcharacters.org.
Located in the heart of picturesque downtown Ridgefield at 13 Governor Street, Colby's is the area's premier retailer for blinds, shades, shutters, and draperies, and is one of the select few Hunter Douglas Gallery dealers. A family-owned and operated company, Colby's experienced staff will work with you in choosing the best treatments for your home or office and offer free measuring and expert installation. Colby's also carries an extensive line of decorative fabrics including Schumacher, Durley, Tebow, and more. Or browse over 400 books in our wallpaper library from famous designers such as Stroheim, Schumacher, Ralph Lauren, Tebow, and York. Take advantage of our Fashion in Motion savings event with savings and rebates on Hunter Douglas shades with Power Rise technology. Colby's of Ridgefield. We are committed to your complete satisfaction. 203-438-8531.
Now you can keep up with what's happening in Darien with the convenience of the Darien Times Online. Your choice. Print or digital subscription for just $45 a year. Or get the print and digital bundle for just $10 more, $55 a year. To subscribe to the Darien Times, go to hersamsecure.com/CIRC or call the circulation department at 203-894-3388. The Darien Times, now in print and online. Don't miss a single issue. Subscribe today.
You're listening to Hersam Acorn Radio.
Back for what seems to be our final segment here in Darien today, this extended coffee break and everything else. I'm Rob Adams, and I've been joined by Steve Coulter, who...
Thanks for having me on.
You know, we're... For a moment, we've got to not talk about Darien. We've got to talk about you've been almost a world traveler, a Fairfield County traveler. Originally working in Ridgefield, then you go to Lewisboro, out of New York. You know, you go into New York for a little while, and now you've taken over for Kate Chaplinsky. Congratulations!
Thank you.
Are the man in Trumbull now. Not for the Darien Times, but the Trumbull Times.
Yep. Very exciting.
Tell me about getting acclimated to Trumbull.
Yeah, it's been a busy week for me. There's been a lot of adjustments to be made, but overall I think it's going to be a good experience.
I think it will be too, and you're obviously learning from Kate. What do you pick up? You know, how do you get trained on being the editor in a new town?
One of the things is you have to just kind of learn how a town works, who the people are, what they care about, and I think that's kind of the main thing that you have to learn about is the identity of the town, what they take pride in, who they listen to, where they, vocalize their opinions. So a lot of it was, I don't have a Facebook page.
Right.
I spent a lot of time on the Facebook. The Trumbull has 2 Facebook pages. So kind of gauging the social media aspect of it. And then just overall, I've been doing a lot of interviews. I think I've done 6 interviews over the last 3 or 4 days to get ready for stories for next week. And now I just got to get to writing them.
Do you get a sense for, challenges that you'll face as you take on this new job?
Yeah, I think there's challenges and I think there's some benefits. I have an assistant editor now, which is a nice change of pace from Lewisboro, where I was working alone with freelancers. One of the things that I'll have to deal with is probably writing a little bit more than I was in Lewisboro, which is fine because in Richfield I was writing, 12 to 15 articles a week, so I'm comfortable with doing that. The responsibility is still the same. It falls on you at the end of the day, so it's on your shoulders on Tuesday and Wednesday to make sure that the print product is the best that it can be.
And I know in talking to some editors throughout our chain, Susan, for instance, doesn't write as much. She's more of an editor. She, seems to review more press releases and things like that. She doesn't get to do the reporting that maybe she should. you'll at least keep your hand in that for sure.
Yeah, it was nice this morning. I got to talk to a cancer survivor. He's doing kind of a walkathon and a swimathon in Fairfield, but he's from Trumbull, and so it was nice to do a story and doing some reporting on stuff that I can relate to. My dad's a cancer survivor, so it was good to get back in the field. The last couple of weeks in Lewisboro, I hadn't really gone into the field and done any real reporting. I'd kind of been relying on some interns, some freelance writers, and so it was good to do some interviews, talk to some people this week, and kind of get acclimated that way. And I think that's the best way you learn about a town, is just talking to a variety of different citizens.
And we're sitting here at the very back end of an hour you normally occupy for Radio Arts and Leisure. So
we'll be back on next week, yeah.
You're going to continue doing that as well.
We've got a lot of movie news to talk about next week.
Yeah.
Omar Sharif died this morning.
Oh, my gosh, I didn't know
that.
that.
From Lawrence, Arabia, yeah.
Okay, so there's some breaking news
83
for you.
years old.
But, you've had a nice run of coming and bringing that show together. And, that's probably the show for me that has come the furthest along.
Oh, thank you.
Because you guys were so raw. You and Sally Sanders
we were
so raw at the very beginning. Now it's your show. You
and week out to watch more movies and to dissect them, analyze them closer, and talking with him every week is like going to a film class for 15 to 30 minutes.
And Radio A&L, for those who don't know, it's not only Mark and the movie segment, but it can be books, it can be music, it's Catherine Michaels and etiquette.
We've got a great etiquette segment.
Is there really?
Yeah, we're doing photos next week.
Oh, boy.
Photography, when you're traveling, or when's the right time to post photos of your family, or
I like it. I like it.
That has a lot
fun.
of different elements to it.
What
you could be a tourist and taking photos, but you also could be at a family function taking photos. What's the appropriate etiquette? And then there's also the social media element now.
That's right.
Do you put it on Twitter? Do you put it on Instagram? Do you put it on Facebook?
Bring it back to Darien. What do you think of this?
Oh, this is awesome. I've never been down here for the Sidewalk Festival before. It's really cool. There's plenty going on here. I love the music behind us. It's great. The toy store is really cool, too.
Yeah, no, it's been a good day for us. This is the second year we've done it, and we're going to start wrapping it up here right now. And as I'm kind of the last voice to say goodbye here today, you got to thank everybody involved. And Dan is still here, despite the fact he's a Red Sox fan. We'll tolerate that. Yeah, go Yankees.
Got a big pitching matchup
Eric
tonight.
Gendron directing. That's right. We don't want to forget about Gunnar and Andrew and Sean Adams and John Kovac and Kate Chaplinsky and Denise DiGregoli and Josh Fisher and Marty Hersam. And, of course, more sidewalk sales next week. We'll get back involved with sports. Lots more to do. But for now, for everyone here in Darien, I'm Rob Adams. Thanks for watching Darien Sidewalk Sales and Family Fun Days on HANradio.com.
Hersam Acorn and HANradio.com. The leader in local news, sports, arts, and entertainment in southwestern Connecticut.